Everybody, welcome to episode 18 of your boys Trash Talk with GGS. We got a special guest in the house today, but I'll get to you in a second, sir. First off, how was everybody's week? G, how was the week, baby?
Week was beautiful, man. Chilling, working hard, man. Got off that grind schedule, so a little more time in the day to take care of some things. Enjoyed myself, enjoyed this weather. Took the kids out to the lake yesterday, chilled out a little bit, had a good time. And Sunday we back, folks.
There it is. How was that week, Smillz?
I mean, it was a good week. Aside from the going back to work was overrated and underrated at the same time, but it is what it is. It's good to get back to some normalcy if that's what you want to call it. But everything else looking up, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. You know, we didn't even give the RIP to Biz last week, so that's just
we're gonna get into that.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that for sure. I had a good week too, man. Out here grinding. Went to a balloon festival a couple days ago.
How was that?
Yo, the balloon festival was great, but the food was terrible.
Of course.
The food was terrible. On some shit, son, to where the moment that the balloons went up, me and Shorty looked at each other like, all right, you ready to skate? Yeah, we out of here. And we went to a bar to get a burger or some shit. Yeah. But it was still cool, man. Real cool. But yeah, man. We here. We ready to grind out this episode 18 for y'all. So we got a special guest in the house, right? So this gentleman right here, my brother from another, but you know what? I'm done with all of that bullshit. You my brother. Rich Camacho. How are you, sir?
I'm great, man. I'm very, very, very good. Very blessed. Great to see you and very, very happy and proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yo, we had this idea to do this podcast a minute ago. Yeah, and, you know, with the help of J Genius over here, man, and Smillz, we done created something beautiful, man. And we love doing this, and that's why we're here, bro. And I had to bring the homie Rich Camacho on here because we talk about hip-hop a lot on this podcast. Let me tell y'all something. This dude, Rich, right here, is an artist himself, and he is hip-hop. So I know that he's going to have a lot of things to say. But I do want to start out, bro. You know, back in late 80s, early 90s, what did it for you, bro? What was the song that you listened to? Who was the artist that you heard for the first time? And you was like, oh, you know what? This is going to be my shit forever.
I started out listening to all kinds of music, you know, in the early 80s, when I was about 5, 6, 7 years old. My dad actually is a doo-wop singer. So he's got all kinds of music background dating to the late 50s, 60s, and especially in the 70s. So I grew up listening to all kinds of music, but it was the summer of I was listening to rap, but not for real. My mom, you know, she would whoop that ass if she found something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be dead ass. I came across a cassette that I didn't even hear what it was. I just thought I thought the cover was dope, and I was like, "Hey, yo, what's this? And why is this backwards?" And when I showed it to her, she was like, "Nigga, that shit said niggas for life." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I feel like I shouldn't be listening to that. She was like, no, and if I find you listening to that, I'm gonna whoop that ass. Well, of course, being a rebel and being from Irvington, you know, eventually I went in, you know, found where it was. I'm sitting there trying to look around the house looking for shit. And then when I put on, because I don't know where I got it from. I didn't buy it or anything. I don't remember where the tape came from, but I put it in, and when I found it, I put it in the boombox, and the first thing I heard was "She Swallowed It," and I was like, yeah, this sounds like I probably should be listening to this. So let me put that over there right quick. But eventually, of course, that would go back to something else. But in terms of actually finding out when I knew, okay, this is about to be everything for me. My mom, she had just met her brother. She had just found out she had a brother that she never met, and he was from Delaware. So we traveled down there. It was great, cool, meeting a new family. He says, man, you know, let's go. I'm gonna show you around. Blah 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 blah. It took us to a flea market in Delaware. All right, cool. So walking around at this point. I'm like, at this moment, I'm this is summer '91, and I'm 12, 13 at that time. And I went over to this table and selling a whole bunch of bootleg albums, cassettes. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? This guy looks familiar. Oh yeah, that's that. This is a group from New Jersey. I'm like, New Jersey? I'm from New Jersey.
Oh no, we lost him. Oh man.
The cliffhanger, yo.
Word. I think I know where he's going with that though. Oh man, yo, he is all messed up in the game.
Reboot.
Damn. Reboot, son. Man, we out here talking about Smillz.
Smillz need to take itself off mute.
Yeah, you on mute, Smillz. Do you know that?
Oh my God, this shit's a travesty this week, yo. What's going on, son? What's going on?
I'm playing Super Dad right now. I don't want to stuff with that. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
y'all hear it?
It sound like nap time, yo.
I do hear it.
Damn, so a group from New Jersey. Let me see if I can figure it out. At that time, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At that time, I can't imagine who else it would be as a group unless it's them or either Naughty by Nature. Yo.
I think it's Naughty by Nature.
Yeah, Naughty by Nature, because he said 91, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 91 is Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is.
Because that's when Yoka Joker, bruh.
Yo.
Yeah.
That song right there, if you was listening to hip hop, like,
that was one of the realest.
We give it to Biggie, like we really do give it to Biggie as far as he ushered in that new, like, the hood type era and shit like that. But if you really was listening to hip hop, like from Run DMC, Rakim, and all, like when you heard Tretch with that Yoka Joker, bro, yeah.
Yo,
yeah, you back, man.
We got you back, bro.
Yo, I don't know what the hell happened. My bad. I heard Jay Genius say, "Oh shit, cliffhanger," and then it just went off. I didn't even script that, yo. That
Perfect.
was crazy. That was bananas. Actually, and you know what? I ain't gonna front, but Smillz just kind of messed it up because I heard what you just said a second ago. But so anyway, I think I was at so I got these 2 bootleg cassettes. Went home. I was like, yo, the family's in the kitchen. They doing some Spanish shit that I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. I was like, yo, let me go upstairs. Let me go downstairs. Look, somebody give me a radio. I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna listen to this shit. So I bought. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. He's the DJ. And Naughty by Nature's first album. And I was like, okay, I know Will Smith and I know I like this, but I want to hear this whole thing. But this dude said they from Jersey, no doubt. I put the boombox down on my aunt's. on my uncle's bedroom floor. I laid down on it. I put Naughty in there, and that's all you heard was Yoka Joker. When that bass line came on, it was like,
it changes your perspective,
was
bro.
Like, what in the fuck is this? And I remember distinctively going like this and laying down just like this in front of the radio, and it was a rap.
It's like life it's like life opened up to your eyes when you heard that song, bro.
But and the funny thing about that is, like you just said about Will Smith, but think about 91, even with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and Naughty by Nature. 91, you had Home Base. That was Summertime and all of that. That was 91. And then 91, you had Naughty by Nature, yo. And how that was 2 totally different worlds, man. They took you to do different spaces in hip hop. Like, yo, it was crazy, yo.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, like, even with Will Smith and him, like what he was doing with the Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, they were not shying away from them coming from like the hood. They just rapped differently.
They just translated who they are a different way.
Yeah.
You know, they literally came out when NWA was hot.
Totally
day and night from NWA. You know what I mean?
But yet they were still stupid successful.
He had that comedy
and the way they did.
Incredibly successful.
Yeah, and the way they did.
Incredibly successful.
He had that comedy shit song. He had the comedy shit soon.
Oh yeah. Like when you parents just don't understand. Incredible song, more incredible video, and Girls in the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble. And then
Nightmare. What was it? Didn't he have like some other shit like? What was it? Because I know he had those two major ones, but he had some other comedy shit before Summertime.
Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah.
The little Freddy Krueger joint.
Yeah.
He also had I Think I Could Beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
That shit was fun.
That was fun. Him and Jazz. Oh, I mean, besides the incredible chemistry that they had together, I mean, it was musical chemistry, personal chemistry, and obviously visual chemistry for them to even go on the Fresh Prince together and to still be like, yo, like they could have, like, people who was listening to their music could have never seen them before. But if they seen them for the first time on the Fresh Prince TV show, they'd have been like, "Oh, this shit just works." You know what I mean? This shit just works.
You could tell they had that chemistry. Yo, what the hell happened with Will Smith to where he went from that to getting jiggy with it in Miami and all of that corny shit, man?
Nah. That's always been Will Smith.
Yeah.
Miami, like Big Willie style, was just him, on volume 7 to volume 9.5 or 10. It was still Will Smith. It's always been that.
That was authentic. Yeah, that was authentic Will, yo. Yeah, it was just that when it came out in 1995, like, son, what was going on in hip hop? That shit was so past us by then.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? That Will Smith formula, but he stuck true to who he was.
You're absolutely right. And that's actually one of the reasons why Will Smith as an artist is actually just one of my favorite ever. Simply because of what Jay Genius just said. He just, it didn't matter. He came out at the height of NWA. He didn't switch shit. Matter of fact, when they were cursing every other word on the damn album, he never cursed, period.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
No, that was his thing of him knowing his lane.
Well, that's fine, but he still could have done it if he wanted to. He also decided not to because he knew that from a commercialization standpoint, oh man, I'm gonna be able to sell everywhere. Period. They're not gonna say, oh nah, NWA was damn near banned to be sold. They couldn't even be sold in regular retail stores. You know what I mean?
I think that's just staying in your lane because if he could have thrown it in there like that, it still wouldn't have been accepted the same way it was by NWA. So that wasn't his lane like that. Since he knew that wasn't his lane and he knew at the end of the day he wanted to get money out of what he was doing, he went a route that he was more comfortable with where he knew ain't nobody really doing this like that. And he bodied it.
Well, let's not forget, one of my favorites. Let's not forget one of my favorites. Hev D did the same thing, yo. Hev D made a song called Don't Curse with Kool G Rap on. And Kool G Rap didn't curse.
We spoke on that.
Yeah, we did.
Hev D was another one that stayed true to the game, yo. And was respected and was out here like in the same mix-up. You know what I'm saying? Late 80s, early 90s. Like, he dropped the album in 97. That was Nas, Big, and Jay's year. And
who do we have like that now? Because you always need that. Who do we have like that like now?
I mean, it's a couple who's really popular.
What's your question?
Who's not cursing now?
Like what now?
Who's not cursing?
Who we have that you can listen to?
Yeah, like who's doing it like that now? And I'm not talking about Chance. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He's not doing it like that anyway.
No. I mean, there's a dude I told y'all about before who he ain't bad, not for nothing. His name is NF. The letters N and the letter F. And he's a white boy, but he's a Christian rapper. But when you listen to his music, you don't really get Christian rapper from his music because his beats are hard and his flow's pretty damn good. Not for nothing.
Well, that's like the dude Bizzle that I was telling y'all about. But my point is, do you see how you gotta like mention somebody that
there's nobody
really
in mainstream
like
hip hop
to even
like
get
that
to that point
right now. There's nobody in mainstream.
Look at the other names we just mentioned. We mentioned Heavy D.
Right.
We mentioned Will Smith.
Right.
These are people that everybody knew at the time. So where is that person right now?
Yeah, I think might be the closest one. Y'all know? Are y'all familiar with Lecrae? Lecrae is incredible. Now he's also again just like NF. He's a Christian-based rapper, but when you listen to him, you're gonna totally forget that after like the second song you hear from him, because he's just dope. Period. You know what I mean? So, and he doesn't. You don't hear no curse. You don't really hear no profanity or those kind of controversial topics. You know what I mean? Because
you always need that balance, man. You always need that balance with somebody in the forefront. Like that.
Yeah, and Lecrae been out like, we talking about almost 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. He's dope. It's Lecrae.
I'm looking at his discography now. His first album looks like 2006.
Boom, it's in.
And hasn't he done features with heavy hitters? He hasn't done features with heavy hitters?
Yeah,
because I've seen that name before.
Yeah, a couple.
Yo, I've seen this dude before.
I'm sure you have.
Okay.
I'm sure you have. He's super dope, yo.
Okay.
But like Smillz said earlier, Bizzle is super dope as hell too.
Yeah, man.
You think because it's 2021 and I mean you could say shit fucking damn on the TV now, so you know it just ain't like that no more. I was watching what the hell was I watching? I was watching FX the other day. And granted, it was a Saturday night, but I was watching FX and they was fucking shit and fucking that and all of that. And I was like, well,
really?
It's channel 45
everywhere now.
Okay. Like it's like that now. So I don't like I mean the sad part, son, on the reality and what you just proved it. Would it being on FX like that? But the sad reality is we are accepting demon time as regular time. Everybody is on some form of demon time, you know what I mean? And it's acceptable, and that's what's popping. And it's like, yo, you really turning the energy on this earth to something that is going to be uncontrollable at the end of the day, bro. But that's what it is. Everybody is just embracing. We embrace more so the negative and celebrate the negative more so than the positive. And it's been going like that. I'm telling you, son, I take my generation as the blame for it, because we were the first ones that was really on some, nah, fuck that shit. Since the Black Panthers. It was like we were the ones that started getting tired of it and started showing that attitude, and then it just multiplied, and now, it's out of control, bro. Yeah.
It's out of control.
And you can see it in too. Yeah, I mean, you can see it in hip hop too, is what I meant to say. Like,
you see it worldwide in entertainment, period. There was a point when you couldn't. I remember I was watching Channel 7, and this was like, I'm going to take you to like maybe 2008. This was a while ago. And I was watching, it was one of them police shows, and they said dick. And I looked up, I was like, what? And he said, you're a dickhead. And I'm like, they just said this on Channel 17. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, that never would have flopped, son.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried. If you remember, they tried it back in the day. Back in the day, like back in the early 90s. But do y'all remember back in the early 90s when sitcoms was on, you used to say bitch on TV? And then they said, nah, you can't do that no more.
Yeah.
Now, you can say bitch, nigga. You can say all of that on TV now.
Yeah.
It was a period where it was like, all right, now we got to reel it in. But now it's just loose.
It's hella
loose.
Loose.
It's just become more of a acceptable thing. I mean, like me personally, like for instance, when I'm like in the car, like with my kids, like unless it's just me and my oldest daughter, I don't listen to no hip hop. Unless I listen to certain things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, like Hev D, or you can actually listen to Real by Kendrick until his pop start talking. Then you got cut it off. Cause that's actually clean up to that last part, yo. Real is clean if y'all listen to it. But you know what I'm saying? That's for me personally. That's how I operate. But it's like, yeah, now you just got that little bit of stuff when it comes to hip hop that you can really listen to and not have to wear.
So hold on. So you saying like you pack the family up, everybody gets in the car and y'all going to Sesame Place, and y'all in the car. You listening to Drake, ain't you?
I can't listen to Drake, and I'm not listening to Drake because I'm not listening to Drake, and I can't listen to Drake because his music ain't clean either.
That's true.
If his music was clean, no, I wouldn't listen to it, son. No, I would not. Because I'd be mad and I'd turn it off. If this motherfucker singing, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm going to turn on some genre. And get that shit out of here. Rap, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. We'll get into that.
Come on, son. That hotline
Try to
blings
show
a
me on some
banger.
drink. Yeah, all right.
That shit slaps, bro. All right.
But yeah, but like you said, there's no more universally accepted clean hip hop artists no more. Like, it's a rap for that.
Again, I think it goes into just, you know, the whole conversation that we've been having and how the evolution of what's acceptable now in 2021. I mean, you look at these videos now, right? Yo, the craziest shit that I've seen to date on just a regular video. I ain't talking about BET After Dark, nothing that shit. I'm talking about boop, you turn on MTV. It was the Tekashi and Nicki Minaj video where Nicki had her girls out. Wasn't a bra, wasn't a shirt. She had pasties over her nipples, but she's doing like that, and them girls is doing this. And I'm like, yo, wow. I mean, I appreciate every bit of what I'm watching right now. Don't get this shit twisted. I might have to put the Kleenex away, but hold up. Because it's just crazy. That's how it is now. So, you know, if you're looking for a rapper who
totally
ain't cussing,
different monster, yo.
You gotta That's
dig
crazy that you say that, because I'm pretty sure you remember this. There was a time when you had to turn videos on at like after midnight to see stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, now you can turn that on
uncut
at
type,
noon.
BT uncut.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yo, do y'all
Exactly.
remember the uncut tip drill video?
Oh my God, yo.
Oh yeah, Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
With the credit card.
Do you remember?
Right through the ass.
Do you remember the
Yeah.
Bobby Simmons videos? When you could call in the videos and talk live with Bobby Simmons, and he put on whatever you wanted to play.
Ah.
That shit
Bobby
was huge.
Simmons.
It was like, it was on,
Bobby Simmons. I don't. That name don't even ring a bell.
I think his name was Bobby Simmons. Like, he was a funny dude. The show was like on a U channel, one of those U channels, UHF channels or whatever.
Okay.
And you used to call in the videos or whatever, and it was big time, man. They used to play. Everybody used to play, like, I think it was a Nelly. I think it was that tip drill video. That was the big video.
That video was
Everybody
loose back in the day, yo.
Yeah,
That video was loose
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Very loose. Yo,
Yeah,
I got
videos
a
now are just
I got an old verse new. If you want to bust that real quick, because we got another battle,
another bet.
and it's going to be a good one. All right, everybody. So, old verse new for this week, we got Big L, the Graveyard, versus Trippy Red, Miss the Rage. All right. So,
So you doing this shit on purpose now?
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Well, let me put you on real quick, bro. So,
on purpose.
for sure. So what we usually do, my segment Old Verse New is where I take a classic hip hop verse and I put it with one of the new artists, and instead of like rapping it or whatever, I kind of just speak it kind of like it's just words, like it's poetry. And then and we compare, and it's usually pretty funny if I can read, because sometimes I can't read.
Yeah, I got the buttons warmed up. Don't worry.
Yeah, you might have to cue those up. All right, so Big L, the Graveyard.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Watch yourself.
What was that?
Okay, go ahead.
All right,
Watch yourself. All right.
The Big L be lighting niggas like incense, getting men lynched too intense. I'm killing infants for 10 cents. Cause I'm a street genius with a unique penis. Got fly chicks on my dick that don't even speak English. I'm making ducks shed much tears. I buck queers. I don't have it all upstairs, but who the fuck cares? I'm grabbing brews, taking fast swiggers. I get cash and stash figures and harass them bitch ass niggas. After you, your man, gets scarred next, and if your squad flex, I'm letting off like Bernard Getz. A Tech 9 is my utensil, filling niggas with so much lead they can use they dick for a pencil. I'm known for scratching purses and bombing churches. I get more pussy by accident than most niggas get on purpose. I got drug spots from New York to Canada, cause Big L be fucking with more keys than a janitor.
Right.
Yo.
That's Big L, the graveyard. And now I got a verse from Miss the Rage by Trippie Redd. Here we go. This ain't GTA. We shoot at helicopters. Brr, monsters. Brr. We pull up with sticks and hella choppers. Oppas. We don't fuck with niggas. They the cops. Cop bitch. I put my heart and soul into the Glock. Bitch, it's us, never them. You ain't that bitch, I'm him. What? You get zapped if it's static, cause that Mac, it go pew. Smoking gas, smell the fumes, I'm in that vet and it go vroom. I'm a vet, little dude, you a pet. Do what I say, not what I do. Tell him, sit, bitch, come here. I just seen some niggas down the block that ain't from here. No, I got a lot, but I need some damn more. Yeah, if I catch the ops, then I'm upping the damn score. Yeah. Old verse new for the week.
All right, let me get this.
Yo, did his gun go pew? Yo,
his gun went pew.
Yo.
Yes, it did.
That's like, oh boy. You remember my man? Every time I'm in the streets of it, the gun go.
I'm blaming Kanye for that shit, man. Nah, I'm blaming Kanye for that shit, man.
You blame who?
Wasn't that like the Jamaican or the Haitian dude that was doing?
Yeah, so it's a comedy dude, like he do spoofs or whatever. And every once in a while he'll do a spoof for him in the booth.
Right.
And he was like, every time I'm in, and he was mad hard with it. He was on the joint like, every time I'm in the streets, I make the gun go. Yo.
Terrible, bro. Terrible, man.
My gun go pume. Yo, he's shooting that alien blaster from Fallout 3, yo.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, jumping back in.
That is horrendous.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Trippie Redd, it's not good. And actually, there's someone called Boonk Gang who's even worse than that. It's pretty bad.
Boonk Gang.
It's Boonk Gang. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yo, I want to get all them niggas jumped, yo.
Old school. Flex on them.
Yeah, I want to get them all jumped, yo. Yo, you know who I am, Jeremy. You know who I am, yo. You know, I put a hit out in these niggas, yo.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm scared of you, for sure.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
no, you're not. You know I love that. I just hate them, yo.
But yo, I wanted to bring up this bracket for a second. When we did the hip hop tournament, Rich, you said that you had to lay the smackdown on a certain somebody. Now, you know, it is what it is. You know, we're very PC here. In that vein, however, you did say that you wanted to lay the smackdown on Smillz. And listen, man, the floor is yours. And if you want me to go bring up some of the brackets for the hip hop tournament, I could do that too if you need it for a reference. But you know, the floor is yours, sir.
No, I'm not sure if it was the tournament though.
Okay.
But I think in a whole, I remember when y'all were going through who was gonna be in it and why. I mean, you guys left off like, I was sitting there like, are you fucking serious?
Okay.
Why is this guy in here and not this one? Can
Sure.
you run down to 16?
Yes,
Like,
I can.
who was the exact 16?
I can do it right now. It was Rakim, Biggie, Jay-Z, Kendrick, Nas, Tretch.
Kendrick? No, fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Ooh, okay. Okay, cool. Nas, Tretch, Eminem,
Tretch?
Beanie.
Nope, out of here.
Tretch, okay. Beanie Siegel, Coogee Rap, Lil Wayne, Black Thought, Redman, KRS-One.
Wasn't Method Man in there?
KRS-One, Method Man.
Meth, out of here.
And then Styles P and Scarface.
Out of here.
Okay.
So Yeah, Scarface, absolutely. So meth, trench. Now trench means the world to me, as we spoke about earlier.
Yeah, I gotta hear this. How
yeah, like yeah, he means the world to me. But he damn near wouldn't hold the candle to most of everybody I just said. Like if you can't literally go in a battle with any one of them that you just said, and you damn near just gonna get rocked to bed, you shouldn't be a part of this 16.
But are we, we're not doing battle rap. We're not doing battle rap.
So not even that. What was it? Wasn't it the best rapper tournament or
the criteria? The criteria.
It's just like yeah. So you want to include like the impact. You want to include like several different things and what they mean to the hip hop genre, basically.
Got it. Impact,
okay, so
influence.
That was a part.
That's more so what it was based around.
Shit, that's why Wayne v. Coogee rap, but I'm gonna let
exactly.
Yeah, which that probably didn't have no business happening either.
I 100%.
Yeah, I was on the island all alone on that one.
Yeah, nah, son. I remember listening in my car like, "Yo, G, I'm about to go pick you up because these niggas on some bullshit." Remember saying that?
Wayne v. Coogee
but
rap.
Like for what you just said, Smillz, like I guess the criteria was outside of skill and lyrical ability. You said it was also impact, what they meant to the culture. Is that
exactly?
Right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, so Styles P got zero reason to be in this 16.
You're bugging. He's part of the Lox, which is an
there.
extension of the Bad Boy era when they was
cute.
banging.
That's cute, but that ain't got shit to do with nothing. Nobody
wow,
knows.
son.
If you're talking about impact and what he had to do with impact, and you putting him in the 16 of all time, that's just not even close. Not even close. You know, I put Cameron before him.
I mean,
I don't do that.
People that could have been in there.
There
was people. There was other people
Busta
that could have been in there. Like, I don't even think Pac was in there.
Pac wasn't in there. Pac wasn't in there.
And exactly.
I don't even think Reverend Run was in there. You know, I don't think K Solo was like, there was dudes that paid their dues that wasn't in there, but it was just going up of a fly.
Again, if you're talking about musician, artistry, impact, the system was already flawed by not putting Pac and Busta Rhymes in there. But you put Styles P?
I put Styles P. I did that personally. I did that kind of just because I wanted to talk about his work ethic. But I like I said when we went into the tournament, I know he wasn't going to win because to me it's not. You can't always put people in that are definitely going to win. You got to put nice talking points in there. I should have put Busta because Busta was on my mind and I'm a big Busta fan. So definitely, you know what I'm saying? And Busta's longevity to be in the game from 89 until today for the most part. He just put an album out last year. Yeah, that's 100% fact.
Which was really
and that
good.
album was hard.
Yeah,
album
ELE2 was tough. That shit was tough.
Really
and
dope.
he's still operating at a phenomenal level.
Yes, agree. But
Styles, I got a soft spot for Styles. I can't front. Plus, Styles put out an album fucking last week.
Styles is my
last week.
Yo, Styles just keeps on putting out.
And my thing about Styles, yo, my thing about Styles is that his energy and his level on his hip hop level, he's still at the upper echelon of that shit. It's not like he's putting out like his rhymes is trash now.
Exactly.
Like he's still up here with it.
I think Styles is like the low key underdog of the whole fucking Lox, man. Everybody know what Kiss is about. Everybody knows what Chic is about. Even though album wise, I don't think Chic albums mess with Styles albums.
Nah.
But when you hear that track, you know Chic is gonna body that track. You know that.
Yeah, Chic be putting out, people be sleeping. Chic put out some of like the hardest his verse on Reservoir Dogs, son, that was one of the hardest verses, yo. Like on that
that's
song.
What makes Styles the
underdog
of the Lox, and that's why Styles is nice, because he's the underdog of the Lox, and he holds his own on a track where whoever he gets on it still to this day, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing about Styles, man. I mean, let's not act like Gangsta and the Gentleman wasn't a fucking classic in the early 2000s.
Yo.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I get why you put Styles, but let me ask you this, Rich. So your face turned completely upside down when Kendrick's name was said.
That's interesting.
Kendrick don't have the longevity.
Do you think it's just because
it's
longevity?
He got the skills, not the longevity. That's for me personally.
I think Kendrick is super dope. I do. Don't get it twisted. But I think people have given him way too much accolades I guess he said a little longevity. I guess that's cool. But he's been in the game it's been at least 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in the game longer, but people only have known of him for the most part since like 2011.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, he's dope, and he's always been dope. I think Good Kid, Mad City was probably the last great hip hop classic. For like the last almost
since
decade.
It's been, yeah.
Okay, but I will say something, and you know, and we can of course go back to this real quick. But I know you want to have, you know, like we can have like sporadic conversations about topics. But one person that I've never heard any of y'all speak about, right, actually happens to be my favorite of the new rappers. And when I say the new rappers, I say maybe the last 5 years. Okay, I haven't heard neither one of y'all talk about Cordae.
I just talked about him last week.
Yeah.
Cordae.
I talked about him last week.
Yeah,
because they like getting on me because I mentioned the Cordae and Common stuff, and they like fucking with me because I fuck with Common, and they think Common is just boring.
That's another story.
But I talked about him last week.
That's another episode too. But Cordae.
That's another.
Yeah, he's nice.
Dog.
He's nice, yo.
The Lost Boy was a classic, and I don't know who's heard it or who hasn't. But if y'all
I started listening to it. I haven't finished, but I started going into his music, yo.
Okay.
I'm really impressed.
Yo,
like he's nice,
last
yo.
Last year is when he released his first album, right? He was with the YBN crew, so he was YBN Cordae.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 months ago, he dropped it and he's just Cordae.
Yeah.
But outside, yo, that little motherfucker is 22 years old with the feel of young Nas.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just did a joint with Nas.
That's right.
Right. And niggas know that. He's got this oomph, this aura to him. That's like when I first heard him, I said, "Who is this little nigga right here?" And this was the first time I heard it, because I listen to shit differently than the average listener. Yeah. And maybe, I mean, outside of, you know, being a hip hop head, but I'm an artist. I'm a writer. In general, I'm a writer. You know what I mean? So I listen to shit in a different way. You know what I mean? And it was just immediate from the way he was putting shit together. I was like, he's got my attention right now. Not, I need to hear 2 more songs. I need to hear an album. No, he's got my attention right at this moment. And when I heard The Lost Boy, I was like, this motherfucker is the one. Right? Like, for the last 5 years, I'm a big fan of Joyner Lucas.
Joyner is good.
Yeah, Joyner's nice.
Joyner's
one of the most underrated.
Word, yeah.
He's incredible. Yeah. When I first heard I'm Not Racist, I was like, okay, he's special. Let me put him over here let me put him over here in the cut right quick. You know what I mean? Because that motherfucker's special, and that video was amazing.
Why do you think he's so underrated? When it's apparent that he has a skill set.
I think, unfortunately, because the state of our culture that we love so much,
people like that don't get recognized like that.
They've adopted the short attention span to the highest degree that it's ever been, created before. You said something a few weeks ago on one of your maybe 2 or 3 podcasts ago, that there's a lot of people living the microwave society, right? And unfortunately, that's pretty much worldwide now.
Yeah.
And it's really technology's fault. Technology is literally the gift and the curse. It's the greatest shit ever created next to the microwave and right next to the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, for me, it's like, you know, vagina, the microwave, technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's fucking amazing. It's incredible. But either way, it's like, it has literally destroyed our substance. You know what I mean? Like, people have completely just said, "What's that? What is?"
You don't even take the time to like appreciate taking something in. If it doesn't hit you immediately,
That's what he's talking about.
over.
Right.
That's what he's talking about.
Absolutely. People don't give a fuck anymore about the inhale. They're strictly on the exhalation. And I'm like, nigga, you don't even know what this strand was that you just tasted.
Right.
What are you smoking, nigga? Like literally and figuratively, what the fuck are you smoking? You don't even think, you don't even know. You just fucking blew it right the fuck out. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that shit has been pissing me off for a long fucking time though. Like Joyner Lucas is so damn dope.
Didn't Joyner didn't he have some with Eminem? He had a song with M.
That song and that video is one of the dopest videos probably ever made.
I gotta see it. I gotta see the video.
Yeah,
I know the joint. Wasn't that joint on his what was the album that Eminem came back with after the dud?
Kamikaze.
Yes.
It's on Kamikaze, which is really dope, by the way. Okay. Yeah. It was on that album, but that video is amazing, yo. Okay. Amazing. And the thing is, you know, like for one, when you can get on a joint with M and hold your own,
that was the impressive
he's fucking dope.
Yeah, that was he held his own on that fast rapidy rap shit, and he did not miss a beat.
Yo, that's
song.
why
That might be low key like one of the best. I think that might be the best song on that album to me. Like if I really think about that album,
it might be.
That album was Eminem.
Kamikaze was the comeback.
Mind on that.
Kamikaze
was like,
was the comeback.
You know what?
Because
let me show you
trash.
guys who I am. Yeah. It was real bad. I wasn't a fan.
He came back. Kamikaze, he made a comeback, yo.
His last 3 albums have been super dope contributions to our culture. Okay, because the 3 albums before that, like Jay said, was Trash, Wastebasket, and Basura.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them wrapped into one.
Nigga, but that's because he was literally in Detox. Even though we been waiting for that.
Well, recovery wasn't trash. Not to me. I like a couple joints on Recovery.
I was a fan of Recovery.
Relapse, you can keep that. Revival, you can keep that. Recovery was.
I'm not even gonna give him a pass just on no drug shit, bro, because drugs is a part of the musical culture. So I'm not even gonna hear that as
not them drugs, nigga. Not that motherfucker.
Nah, M was on.
What he had was that shit.
What do you think Rick James and the motherfuckers was on?
Who?
Rick James and the motherfuckers. What do you think they was doing?
Exactly. That motherfucker was insane. He wasn't high.
But he did make some of the best music.
Yeah.
He did, but he walked in the house and said, "I'm Rick James, bitch." You was supposed to get over it. You was supposed to get over it. Like he was the initial, "I'm rude as hell and I'm gonna tell you, bitch." Like you just gotta get over it.
Yo, he cursed that chick out at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I remember that shit.
Even though, see, my thing is, I just say that to say this. I think that with M, it was more of a reflection of him being bored with this shit, and that's where I take points away from M. If
I feel like that, especially in
that
Relapse,
you love and all this, that, and the third, like, ain't no board time for that when you repping as the top dog, so to say. This is what you're supposed to be doing. It's no, I'm bored with this shit. Like when Mike got fucking bored, I don't even think Mike got bored with basketball. They made his ass get up out of here because of gambling shit.
Yeah.
But when he was on the court, son, you got Michael fucking Jordan, son, until he didn't have that no more. Same thing for Kobe.
Yeah.
You can't be taking like, and that's where my thing that I always frown upon M, even though I give M his roses, but why I would never ever consider him in my top 5 is because of that.
Yeah, but see, that's because you be tripping. Because I heard every episode that y'all got, and the fact that top 5 you said you give M his roses. Roses is okay, right? It's a dozen, right? It's a dozen, right? I feel your roses is about 10.5. Roses, Jay, and your man be like, "Yo, let me take one of them stems out. I gotta get one of my girl right quick. Let me give it 10.5 to Marshall Mathers. He don't deserve this whole crusade." You know what I'm saying? That's because you on some bullshit, my nigga. Oh yeah, look, I done heard. Matter of fact, yo, if we could segue really quick. You know what I mean? I don't want to take over the show. I do want to say one thing. Regardless if we got 20 minutes and we got 2 more hours here together, I want to say one thing. Generico, obviously I know him as every other name in the book, right? But I love this little motherfucker. Okay, like he's been my shadow, my little brother, my mentee, however you want to call it. I'm so goddamn proud of this guy and the chemistry that you guys have put together. You know what I mean? I've listened to y'all show on the obvious base and foundation of him, okay? But when I heard it the very first time, I said, oh, so whatever they've been doing or whatever they've been trying to put together, the formula works, guys. And I'm just letting y'all know. I like all three of y'all. Y'all work incredible together. Y'all are experienced. Y'all talk real shit. I don't agree with everything, obviously. That tournament is a little flawed by me.
Hey, that's real shit.
But of course, but that's hip hop, and it's we're incredibly opinionated. This culture is fucking incredible. I love it to my core. You know what I mean? But I do want to let y'all know, man. I know Genius and Smillz, I'm just meeting y'all today. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can do something in the future with whatever it is. But you know, you guys are great, man, and I really appreciate the platform.
It's all love, bro. We definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. That gets applause. Man. We appreciate that. Because at the end of the day, yo, the funny thing is, we just doing what we always do.
That's it.
Right.
It's just now the shit is on tape.
That's it. What we're doing right now, what we have done for the past 18 weeks straight, is a week off. But this is what we used to do at work. This is what we do whenever we have our game nights or whatever, and or it's fight night. We're gonna watch a fight. We're gonna watch a pay-per-view, whatever it is. When we get together, we usually talk about one of three things, and it's a crazy conversation. It's either hip hop, video games, or sports.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. And then, you know, me and Smillz, you remember, son, you were on our podcast, the Not Just Wrestling Show, with your host, Mr. Pete and the generic dude. And that was years ago. And what me and Smillz and Pete were doing then, we wanted it to eventually become what we have now. And, you know, Jay and of course, you know, big ups to Pete and everything. He got a lot going on or whatever, but Jay Genius, like, he came and it was like the missing puzzle piece. Boop. And now, it's great, man. It really is. Yeah. Enough of that soft shit. All right, get out of here with that. All right, let's get back.
Well, we can do a segue. Hold on, because I wanted to get. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but you know that Royce and Lupe used to have a podcast, and there's some shit going on right now where they got songs going at each other right now, and that podcast is finito, bruh.
Really?
Yes.
Royce and Lupe, huh?
That's interesting.
Y'all need to throw your ears.
Lupe, he be taking shots at people every once in a while, man. I don't understand. He just be coming.
Lupe kind of got like he kind of threw he kind of got low blowish with it because Royce was throwing more subs, but Lupe kind of started like Lupe do that shit when he stab somebody and start digging that shit and start like he do shit like that, man. And that their podcast is over, bro. Just like the Joe
bad for Lupe, yo.
Hold on, just staying on what we talking about for a minute. Is it just me? But Lupe Fiasco and Kendrick Lamar are the same person.
Nah, Kendrick is leaps and bounds beyond Lupe.
And
I fuck with Lupe.
Lupe is dope as hell.
Nah, I fuck with Lupe. I fuck with Lupe.
He can't. Like, I fuck with both of them. But
it's funny that you say that.
Now for me, the thing about it is like Lupe gives me Kendrick vibes, but for me personally, when I hear Kendrick shit, I feel Kendrick shit more. Cause Lupe got joints I definitely fuck with on All American. I forgot the name of the joint. Definitely, you know, Mural off of Tetsuo and Youth. Mural, that 8-minute shit where he just goes in. I love that shit. But for me, I don't know. It's just. And maybe I'm Kendrick biased because I've been listening to Kendrick since, like, you know, K-Dot days. You know what I'm saying? I put these niggas on to Kendrick when Kendrick started getting big commercial.
Yeah, you did.
You know what I'm saying? So I got more of a soft spot for Kendrick. But with that said, I also just feel Kendrick shit more. And like how he put them stories together from Section 80 to Good Kid, like with you know, with Keisha and all that, and how he put that shit in the Sing About Me and all. Like you can't like, yo, that shit, man. Shit like that for me, for Kendrick is like, yo. Now, granted, Damn, to me, Damn wasn't the greatest album. It was cool. But Good Kid and Pimp a Butterfly and then Overly Dedicated and Section 80, them 4 albums back to back to back to back. That shit
I
was
ain't gonna
phenomenal,
front.
yo.
But To Pimp a Butterfly didn't do everything for me, yo.
To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't Good Kid, but it's, yo, what do you follow up after Good Kid, yo?
Yeah.
Like, how do you, that shit is still on the Billboard 200 today. Like, Good Kid was just, the way he put that whole thing together.
But he went to the left. I mean, completely to the left.
He
That's
did with To Pimp a
different
Butterfly,
album.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he almost went from, let's talk about one of your other boys. Who's one of my boys, too? Because the other two don't necessarily feel the same way, but Common, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick went from Resurrection to Electric Circus.
Yeah.
Resurrection.
I feel you. I feel you.
Certified classic to Electric Circus. And it was like, what the fuck you
to come close and all that.
Yeah. What happened in the middle? Like, you just, like, and to me, I call that the Badu effect. You know what I mean?
The Badu.
Yeah, because from Resurrection, then you got like Water for Chocolate, then you got Electric Circus, and then it got, you know, I dig it.
One day it all makes sense. Is a dope ass Common out. You know what I mean? That's in between that. You know what I mean? So I mean, but yeah, Common got some Basuda as well in the
Oh yeah, I don't deny that, yo. I don't deny that. Not a yo. Stop saying like his whole catalog like that. Universal Mind Control, 100% trashy trash. I admit that. That joint was awful. Electric Circus was not really good. I admit that too. I don't admit when people drop trash, I don't care if I love you. If you got trash, it's trash. That whole Universal Mind Control, I put that CD in, I took that CD out, and it's been out ever since. Yeah, I gave it maybe about 20 minutes. Real talk. I'm not gonna front on that. Yeah. But like when you put B in or Finding Forever in, them joints go.
Yo, B is super dope, yo.
That joint goes.
Right.
I like Finding Forever. Kanye, man. But that's
the production
thing,
was a big deal.
If Kanye and Common, like back in like the mid 2000s, bro, that was
that Chicago duo, man.
Right there, man.
That Chicago duo, that was ill, yo.
Yep.
It really was.
I always wanted to have an album with them together, but you know that's probably never gonna happen. But that would have been great. That would have been great. What they did on that joint, The Corner.
The Corner.
Songs, like, ever,
that's the
song that I gave him. That's the song I shouted out. That's my shit right there.
I wish I could give you this feeling.
Word.
Yeah, man. That beat is ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. He put it.
Yo,
he
what
put
y'all
work
feel
on
about Donda? Did y'all hear Donda?
I haven't heard it. I didn't. I wasn't. I was at work when they was doing the listening party and all that.
Yeah.
You watched it on Apple Music?
I read some last night that it wasn't even truly completed. It hasn't been officially released yet.
Yeah, it wasn't finished when he did it.
Whatever they got floating around, like, cause you know I got the SoundCloud shit popping. So whatever they got floating that's on SoundCloud, supposedly the album it's mad tracks and whatnot.
Yeah,
there was a track with Nicki Minaj that I was I was digging in the opening track. Those two sound like Kanye joints. Other than that, he went on his creativity type things.
So where you put it at? My Beautiful Dark and Twisted, Life of Pablo. Like where you put it?
No way.
Like what I'm talking about sonically. What does it sound like? Or is it on some Yeezus shit?
I say it's more on some Yeezus shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta wait till it come out. The fact that Hove is on it is
they did do a joint. I heard about that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't even hear that track. That's not even on the fucking the version that I got. Yeah. Check it out. Just go on the SoundCloud or whatever and search Donda or whatever. And see
how do you spell it? What's it called?
D-O-N like Nancy D-A.
Okay.
Damn, I was hoping for some old Kanye, but I don't think that's never gonna happen, man.
I don't think we're ever gonna get back to old Kanye. Kanye is too touched, man.
I think that album cover is the real album cover. It proves that he's in a place. Because on that album cover, it looks like it's a picture of him and his moms or something like that. From the album cover that I saw on the SoundCloud thing, and that lets you know that that's still heavy. I feel bad for Kanye, man, because the thing with Kanye is, I really feel that he probably feels somewhat responsible for that shit because he paid for them surgeries, bro.
Yeah. I can see that.
And that's some shit you would never get over if you feel responsible for killing your mother, son. You would never get over that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's rough, man, because that's he just went after that. He just went off the rails, man. And you can understand it up to a point where it was like, yo. But it's like you was hoping that, you know, he'll settle down and bring himself back in. It just never happened, man.
I mean, when he got with what's her face, not Kim, the other one,
Amber Rose.
Yeah. When he got with her, I'm like, all right, you know, he's dating I wouldn't even call her an industry chick, but you know, he's dating one of those, whatever, you know, we'll see what happens. But then they broke up, and then he got with Kim, and then it was fucking downhill from there. And the whole TMZ and the whole fucking paparazzi shit that Kim would attract then went to Kanye, and I think that shit fucked with his head too. And then now he's in the place that he is now.
Let me ask you, Rich. Let me ask you this, Rich. As far as like from an artist perspective, what do you think would have been better for him? Like messing with an industry chick like that, maybe on the level not of Kim Kardashian and the Sharks, so to say, but more like a R&B artist type chick? Or do you think it would have been better for him to be just with like a regular chick that has nothing to do with the industry?
1,000,000% regular chick. He needed the chick that actually was with him from the beginning. When he first turned on with the block. You know what I mean? She was actually in a few videos. And a lot of people don't know that. But you saw her here and there. She would be, you know what I mean? With the Dynasty joint up. You know what I mean? And they were together for mad long. You know what I'm saying? He needed that because he's such an extreme of a person that everything he does is an extreme. So he has nothing to actually balance him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He has, there's
he
zero
needs somebody
balance.
to check him on. Somebody that check him.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, your man is literally the only guy riding the seesaw.
Yeah.
Dude is literally like this the whole time, my nigga. You know what I mean? He got nobody doing this for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
And that's the crazy part. He got caught up in the industry, man. That's where it started fucking up, because he was looking for the console of a woman. You could tell that after that, but it was the wrong type of woman. And that's the shit why it's crazy, bro. I mean, he's blessed that you can't take nothing away from the family he's gotten because of it. But it's just crazy that I think it would have worked out a little bit differently had he been with someone that has nothing to do with the industry at all.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think Kanye really liked the limelight like that. Like super limelight. Like he didn't mind being famous, but that Kardashian limelight, that shit
I don't think
different.
he was,
He has think most people like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
in general.
You be surprised, bro. Like you look at like the Paris Hilton back in the day, she loved that shit. She was all about
that.
She was born and bred into it.
Yeah, you know she couldn't help it.
I mean, just like the Kardashians. I mean, they've been on TV since the OJ trial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like their whole family, that's all they know is a camera around them. In some way, fashion, or form. It became so damn, you know what I mean? They became immune to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, that shit is poison.
Yeah,
it's poison. That shit is no joke. And I ain't gonna front, super years ago, you know, I used to tune into the show because I wanted to see what it was about, what the hearsay was. Like, outside of the fact that, damn, this chick's bad as hell. Kim gorgeous. She's the modern day fucking Marilyn Monroe. Damn near. Like, in terms of the socialite, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's bad. This is one of the baddest looking women ever created. Okay, let's be real here. You know what I mean? Like, but what was she known for? Because she was a great actress? No. Because she was a great musician? No. She was just a socialite, just like Marilyn Monroe was. You know what I mean?
I was digging Christina Milian more. Shout out to Christina Milian, yo.
Hey, well,
Christina Milian
that was back during what was the movie with Nick Cannon, yo? Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Oh wow. Holy shit. You took it way back.
Yeah. And plus she from Jersey, so
That's correct.
Is
Jersey
she
City.
now? What, you
Yeah.
know what part?
Jersey City.
Huh?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yo,
But nah,
Jay,
it was
you
just,
wanna-
it was one of them things, man, for Ye. And but let me pose y'all this question. You think if Ye's mother would have never passed and he would have never got with Kim, you think we would have got a follow up to Graduation, like more classics?
A million percent. In fact, I'm not even sure if Kim even happens, if his mom was still here. And even if she did happen, okay? Because I'm sure if y'all.
So you think that's the yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh, without a doubt. If y'all have heard Kanye speak like in interviews or whatever, he's been infatuated with Kim Kardashian since years before they even got together.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like his mom obviously knew about it. You know what I mean? But you like if he had actually gotten with her and even married to her while his mom was actually alive, they'd probably still be married. He'd have proper balance back in his life. You know what I mean? See, there to help structure the chaos, because that's really what Kanye West is. He's an incredible genius, a chaotic mind that needs absolute structure. Because if not, the new whatever the hell, what are them shits called? Electrons, nigga?
Right.
Them shits is running the asylum.
But the neurons you talking.
Neurons, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That right there. Them shits right there are literally the inmates running the asylum inside of his own head.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And he's when mom
bipolar,
went,
isn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a
Diagnosed
diagnosed
now,
bipolar.
Yeah.
I think so.
Which bipolar. It's not fun, man.
Yeah, no.
It's really,
My
really
mom's is
not.
bipolar. It's like a light switch, yo, in the middle of a conversation.
Same here, man. My mom, unfortunately, she got diagnosed with bipolar in the early 2000s, and it made sense to us because, like, some of the stuff that she would do or say, it's like, then we go back in the memory bank. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you start to understand things.
You start to understand it. Exactly. Yeah, but someone like that, especially when you got a mental disorder and you're in the limelight like that,
Yeah, it's not good.
You need the structure. You
And
really
it's like,
do.
yo, it's
already,
like a light switch. It turns into
it's
house
already-
way real quick. Word up.
See?
House
It
way.
already,
Houseway.
it's already hard as hell to deal with from a regular, normal life as
Yeah.
being just a regular, normal person. But when you're in the spotlight and your very existence is magnified 100 times over than a regular person, it's a total wrap for that individual.
Yeah. Especially when
I knew it was a rap for Kanye's brain when he was like, I am Walt Disney in the flesh, Nike. Google.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
That limelight. And
What
yo,
did he
speaking of limelight, let's get into Why You Wildin' and get into this limelight from this dude out
Throw
here
that
in
on,
Mount
man.
Laurel, yo.
Let's go.
Get into some limelight right now.
Nike.
So, Why You Wildin' this week takes us to Mount Laurel. This went down a little earlier this month, but I got to get into it. Once again, we still in Jersey. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here or if I'm gonna move around. I think I'm gonna move around because I don't just want us looking bad all the time. But this week we took a trip down to Mount Laurel, a little south, where you have this racist white guy, right? Him and this black dude get into an altercation. Mind you, they live in the same complex, and he's going back and forth, mouthing off. He puts a cup of soup on his step. He's calling him all types of names and all of that. And so I'm gonna play a clip here when the police showed up and what this dude had to say, and I tell you subsequently what happened after. So let's listen to what my man had to say when the cops showed up.
Yeah.
Stop fucking finding me and threatening me while I'm at fucking work.
Kennedy, cut it out, man.
Oh,
Let me
wait.
talk to them.
Arrest me.
I'm not
you
listening right
kidding?
now. Relax.
You fucking niggers.
Just cut it out, dude.
That's what you can see, Brandon. 3602 Gramercy Way. Come see me, you fucking
Nobody's coming to
monkey.
see you, Kennedy. Go home. I'll talk to you in a minute.
That should not be allowed to go on.
I agree
That
with
should
you.
not be allowed to go on.
I agree with you.
Now this is the cop talking to the dude that he just harassed, the
No,
black
this is
dude.
just me.
Okay.
But he's
Don't
not done
live
yet.
on our
Hold up.
property.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You wanna get on the talk real quick? See what's going on here.
Did you know there was monkeys outside?
Cagney, cut it out, man. Go home.
You heard did you know there was monkeys?
Well, go get them, man. Go get them. Go get them fucking charges. Because what you did, man, that's a hate crime. And something going to be done about this shit. I ain't coming to your property. I'm going to wait for you right here in the park. What you did is a hate crime, man. This type of behavior is why we are the way we are in America today, man. So what are you going to do about it? You need anti-oppression classes. You need anti-oppression classes, and you need to be charged for what you just did.
Talk to every other. My neighbor Jill, she's home right now. Black, Barbara.
But it ain't just them. They're not the only ones. Listen, on this video right here.
I am so sorry. I will do oppression classes.
You are going to do it, and you're going to get charged for it too. And the Mount Laurel Police Department is coming under review because they need anti-oppression training. Go ahead, go get your charges, man. Go get your charges. I'm out here in Mount Laurel.
Now, this was like, you heard my man. Yo, come get these niggas and get these monkeys, this, that, and the other. Mind you, he lives in the complex with there are black people in his complex. That's who he got into an altercation. That's where you live at. You know what I'm saying? So why you wildin', sir? We out there and you live with us. So for you to sit here, you know what I'm saying, and go back and forth and all that. But my thing about it, which I brought this up, is because he was bold enough to say, whatever, 13-something Gramercy Way, come see me, niggas. That's what he said on the video. Come see me. So you know what the hood did? The hood pulled up. The hood pulled up.
As they should.
And they protest outside of his crib. Protest. People was outside. Let's hear some of the protests.
No.
It's about 60, 70 people standing in front of his house.
Wow.
Black people. Outside. Outside his house.
It was at that moment he knew he fucked up.
Yeah. We here. We pulled up. Them Twitter fingers got real dangerous.
I'm gonna get you fired from your job. We pop out. This pop out gang, Edward. This is what pop out gang looks like. Oh God.
Yo.
And we posted. Taco Tuesday, Edward. Don't invite us outside.
But yo, you, like my man said, them Twitter fingers got dangerous. You thought you could just say that, yeah, this is my address, pull up. Oh, we ain't gonna show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna show up. Oh, we gonna show up and we gonna show out. Because people like you are the reason why things are the way they are.
Correct.
And my thing about it is that you want to wild out because you're mad that these monkeys are living with you. Like, motherfucker, you think, I don't know when you got there versus when anybody else got there, but like, we outside. Like, motherfuckers live where they want to live. Myself, case in point, I'm from East Orange, from the middle of the hood. Guess where I live? West Milford. Nowhere near the hood. Why? Because I can. Like, we out here, we everywhere.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really what got me about that whole thing. Is like, oh, you think because, you know what I'm saying, you in Mount Laurel, you in a predominantly white neighborhood, that you're not going to see a black face, a real African-American face? Like, nah. Just like some of these people that where I live at probably thought the same thing until they seen me and my mans hop out that moving truck. Two of y'all were with me.
Yeah.
Smillz and Generico, we was out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can. We're capable of doing things and we want to live better and do better. So we can do so. And if we got the cash to do it, motherfucker, I'm your new neighbor. Can I borrow a cup of brown sugar?
I mean,
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
have an issue
Fuck
with
that
it
white
until
sugar
the
shit, man.
person-
I'm making coffee.
You know?
Like, how do you have an issue with that until the person does something to bring down the value? Like, somebody got to prove that they bringing down the value before you just make that assumption.
And that's exactly. Cause like you know what I'm saying? I'm here. What you think? I'm about to come out here and start selling drugs? Like, no, motherfucker,
Exactly.
I'm coming out here
Right.
to live just
That's
like
the
you.
assumption,
Right.
bro.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. So like, that's that bullshit. But if you think about it, and this could be the unpopular fucking shit, but it's the reality, son. That is the American way. That is that motherfucking guilty until proven innocent, even though the law states otherwise. You get what I'm saying? That's that whole shit. That's that entitlement shit, man.
Especially when it comes to black and brown, yo.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yeah.
But my thing to him is don't give niggas your address if you don't really want them to pull up.
That was kind of
motherfuckers is pulling
You don't want,
up.
and then you don't want no crazy person to like note that for like later type situation.
Right.
They already got it in the
Like,
notepad, and that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of crazy, right? That's kind of crazy.
But they pulled up, they protest, and they were out there. And salute to those people that went out there to you, sir. Stop wilding out here.
Just to let them feel the heat. Just to let them feel the, and they didn't even have to put hands on them. They just let them feel the heat to let them know this is what it is.
Like, yeah, we out here.
But now
of course,
you
during
know
that,
that he's gonna be going to sleep every night, peeking through them blinds, making sure the shit is. Yeah, man. I'm looking it up on a map right now. So this is not North Jersey.
no,
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Actually, it's more toward Philadelphia. And this is by Moorestown and Fostertown, Cherry Hill.
Yeah, Cherry Hill.
Places like that. Yeah, places that I don't necessarily frequent. But yeah, man, it's just crazy to think that this is Jersey, but it ain't just Jersey. It ain't just New York. I don't give a fuck. It's every fucking state.
Everywhere.
It's every state. It's everywhere. Segue real quick. Documentary on some of the craziest dictators ever. Hitler, Idi Amin, fucking Saddam Hussein, all of that. Documentary on Netflix. I don't know the name of the documentary. I'm sorry. Google it, you'll find it. And what was going on, I forgot where Idi Amin where he ruled or whatever. In Africa. But yo, the racism that was going on there amongst each other, because there was a group of people that settled from Asia in Africa, right? Just because that's how shit happened. That's kind of like Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? That's just the way that shit happened. And then you got me and Rich in 2021. But like, yo, how like the black people in this area of Africa, the shit that they gave the Asian people, and they was African too. Like they ancestors was born there. That's just the way colonization happened. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally
everywhere.
That I don't understand.
It's everywhere.
That's the racism I don't understand, and that's the racism that I hate. Just like a dark-skinned ass Dominican person being racist against a black person.
That's that colorism.
You blacker than me.
That shit
That's
don't
that
make
colorism,
no
yo.
sense to me.
That colorism is
blacker
a
than
totally
me.
different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a totally different
how
thing.
How are you even racist? How can you even fix your face to say nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's like you blacker than me. So that makes no sense. I don't understand like the shit with how Haitians and Jamaicans and Africans, how niggas really beef over stupid shit. And then like with Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, like it's crazy when it's you're looking at the same person basically and find what little slight difference there is to like want to cause war. That shit's crazy to me, bro.
It's blue versus red, bro. It's the same mentality.
Yeah, but
that was a big thing. Matter of fact, since we got
even though we all bleed red, but when I say blue versus red, I mean blood versus Crips. I look at you and you look the same to me.
Yeah.
But you rep a different area, so now I got a problem with you. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, it's the same shit, but you ain't from where I'm from.
And that's why we need an alien.
That's the one I never understood, yo.
That's why we need an alien invasion.
Just
to put motherfuckers on point to know what the important shit is. Because it's just, we out here together, son. That's really what it is. And we make this shit way more complicated than it has to be.
Agreed.
100%. Why are y'all Puerto Ricans so disrespected if somebody calls y'all Dominican?
Because I ain't Dominican, but you know what?
Y'all motherfuckers be disrespected. Like, oh, you Puerto Rican? No, I'm fucking Dominican. Oh, you Dominican?
I don't get as mad. And Rich, you might be able to attest to this. I don't get as mad if somebody calls me a Dominican. I don't like when somebody calls me a Mexican. That's a big that's a big fat no.
But why is it when y'all still both come from the same Spanish heritage?
Actually, let me speak on that right quick. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks who I am or who I am not. I really don't care what they say or what they think. I've never did. Sometimes it's, I thought, like for instance, I get people all the time just come up to me, just randomly start speaking Spanish. I don't know how to speak Spanish fluently. Never learned it.
Oh, you like your boy, yo?
Yo, we about to take an L, son.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. Matter of fact, AJ, I need you to run that back. Let me get 2 more of those, yo.
I'll give you that.
But the thing is this. Woo! I used to go for the trifecta. You should
I had to light y'all up, man. Because what Generico said last week, I had to look up what this dude said in Spanish on the internet.
I had to Google Spanish. I had to, man.
Hey yo, like I've been mistaken for Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, light skinned, black, white, European. I've heard all kinds of shit, but none of that shit bothers me. It never bothers me. It's just like, to be honest with you, I don't know why it should.
Yeah, people are people.
That's the whole
point. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. But when I was growing up, Rich, you and I are cut from the exact same cloth because we both grew up in Irvington. You know what I'm saying? So in Chancellor Avenue School, I was probably one of maybe 3 or 4 Spanish kids in a school that was filled with black kids. So, and there were times to where I would get made fun of, and it wasn't necessarily they're making fun of me because I'm Spanish. They were making fun of me because I'm different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the word that they hung on to was Mexican. For some reason. Because I guess Mexican is a popular form of Spanish. What the fuck?
No, that's because they knew that it was disrespectful. Trust me, us black people know what is disrespectful, like when a person just calls us a nigga with the ER. So we know what you will take personal. So
or things, and what it used to be back in the day for me, and no disrespect to the Haitian community, but people used to call you Haitian or Jamaican, because you remember the Jamaican booty scratcher and all that. Haitians don't smell good and all that. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's it's the same. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of them things. And it was like, it's that used to be like, no, I ain't Haitian. But then when you realize, all right, it's stupid to say like, all right, all Haitians smell. Like that's dumb. But that's what kids, that's what kids do. You know what I'm saying?
Even though I told you I bought a strain of weed one time called Haitian Underarms. That shit was stinky as fuck. It was stinky. That's all I'm saying. All right, yo, real quick, let's get back onto the onto the main topic real quick, and then we're gonna go into what the fuck with Smillz, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Rich, how do you think the evolution of hip hop got to where it is, to where I'm busting verses of Trippie Redd out here, and people like Boom Gang and Blueface and Redface and all of those great hip hop artists nowadays? How do you think it eventually evolved and got to this? Where do you think it started and why? Damn, I'm nice. My questions are.
Where do I think it started?
When do you think it started? Why? And why do you think it got to where it is now? Because, and I'm talking about the popular cats. I'm talking about the Lil Uzi Verts and the Lil Yachty's and all of that. People love Lil Yachty. Let's keep it a billion.
Do we want to? But when you're saying that, go ahead, Rich. Throw your answer up. I'm gonna queue up something that I'm gonna play after you answer that question.
So I think Cash Money started this.
Who's that?
I think Cash Money. I think the bling era is the foundation to this all. So like, to me, you know, the 90s is the greatest. It's quote unquote the golden age of hip hop. To me, there is no better, probably 10-year, maybe 15-year timeline of better rap music that's ever been made, and I don't know if it'll ever be created again. You know what I mean? You know, maybe 88 to like 2002. You know what I mean? Where, I mean,
I like that.
Look at that.
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean?
that.
88 to 2002. It's a good 14, 15 year where you're talking about legendary. Not just, oh, he's dope. Oh, you heard what he said? Oh, he's kind of dope. Nah, nigga, we talking about gods.
No, yeah, like it got to the point where every year it was like
Experience
you heard
matters.
the greatest shit, and then the next year you will hear something better, and then the next year, and it's like, how does shit keep apex?
Yeah.
Dog, because it was when you're at the echelon of whatever special that's happening at that time. We're talking about everybody was around the same age frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pop, you know, Pop, Big, you know, Nas and Hove and
Big L,
like
all of them.
Big L, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't even get DMX or 50 to the late 90s, early 2000s. You know what I mean?
But he was already
wasn't
involved.
even part of that. But there was so many, you know, even before, you know, the greats that I just said. Then, you know, like, you know, Rakim and Chris and Kane and you know, all of them. Q, by the way, who's one of my heroes. You know what I mean? But there's such an incredible difference between the 10 years of the 85 to 95, 95 to 2005, you know what I mean? And then, you know, and so forth. But I think who started it, as you asked me, it's the bling era. The rap was flashy, but it was swag flashy. It was more, my shit look doper than yours. Yo, you see my 8-ball jacket I just rocked? You seen these new Gore-Tex, nigga?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Gore-Tex.
Like, it was that kind of flashy. It was that kind of flashy. I mean, for real, yo, everybody wanted an 8-ball jacket if you ain't had one.
Oh, I had 2 of them.
Everybody, right, exactly. Everybody had the new J's. Everybody had the Space Jam joints. You know what I mean? Like it
Concord 11s.
That's what it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was super flashy rap shit. You know what I mean? That's where the flashy came from. It was more of let me see who shit look doper. Boom!
You know, I had to pull it up, son.
Yeah.
Okay, son.
You mentioned the Concord 11. I had to pull them up, son. Absolutely. Look at that with the 45 on the back.
Hey.
Let me tell you something. You wear these to your wedding. You get married wearing these. Okay.
People have done it. People have done it.
This is correct. But yeah, like but when the bling era came in, I mean, like Cash Money literally said bling bling. Every time I'm in the city, bling bling. 50 ring, pinky ring, whip around 50 bling bling. It told you that's what they was about. They started creating a new acceptance to what substance was supposed to be. They were completely wrong. you know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. Just to build upon that, it's crazy because it's really crazy that you said that, because I also agree that I straight up say it's Lil Wayne. I don't even say Cash Money. I say it's Lil Wayne. And not to throw no shade at Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne was the one that let people know that it doesn't, even though I can do the crazy lyrical concept of things, I could just put a flow together. Y'all already feel on my swag. If the track is hot, you're gonna feel it anyway. I think Lil Wayne started that, because Lil Wayne used to spit a certain way. Then it got to a point where he wasn't Cameron-esque with it, if you know what I mean with that, because Cameron just got on some next level when he felt like he could say whatever he wanted to say.
Computers puking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but Lil Wayne got to a point where that's why people started crediting him with the ushering of the mumble album. Because he got to a point where he wasn't trying to really do wordplay like that, but he was just flowing over the track. The track was hot, and since we was feeling Lil Wayne's swag, people was just running with it. He let people know that there was a lane for that. And that's the lane that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I definitely see that transition.
Nah, he did. He did. Lil Wayne, and he admitted that too. He admitted it. He was like, I can accept the fact that I'm the reason why these cats now rap the way they do. But let's give respect to Lil Wayne though, because at least Lil Wayne was lyrical. And Lil Wayne
but it
was
wasn't always like that. It wasn't always. Wayne was not always dope. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
He was not always dope. Like when Cash Money originally came out, you know he had that little verse
Hot
on it, but nobody gave a fuck about Wayne. You know why? Because Juvie was the star.
Juvie, and then what was the other dude name that was locked up?
C Murder.
Turk?
No, Turk.
Nah, Turk. Yeah, C Murder.
It was Turk.
Oh, that's no limit. Yeah.
It was Turk. Everybody was checking for Turk. Turk was that one.
Yeah,
Turk
BG.
was the one.
That was the other dude, BG. But yeah, like Juvie was the star. Like, Ha was dope as hell. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know really shit about New Orleans rap at that time. You know what I mean? Or Louisiana.
Ha was a black. That shit was a bop.
I was like, oh, that shit crazy. And then he came out with Back That Ass Up. I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is dope too. It's a different song, but this was dope too. You know what I mean? So I like what Juvie was doing or whatever. But when Hot Boys came out, and when that, you know what I mean, that music that Manny Fresh and what's his name,
Birdman.
Right. When they created that sound, hip hop started becoming more of an engineer sport than a writer sport. Because that sound is dope, you know what I mean? It sounds dope from a musician standpoint, but it became, unfortunately, they did a switcheroo. When the Blink era was introduced, now it was more about the music than what people were actually saying. Nobody gave one fuck anymore about what you were saying. Substance took a back door. You know what I mean? Substance took a back door when they started doing this, when they started doing this, when they started doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I love a Jesus piece like the next man. But you know what? This Jesus piece right here is for my love and faith in God. But it's also only built for Cuban links, my nigga. That's a different part of hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing. But like, unfortunately for me, when I fell in love with this culture, I appreciated the beat. I appreciated the musicianship and everything. But I gotta
ask you a question, Rich. I gotta ask you a question because I follow you on all the social medias, and there is one thing that you've said in your music, I think, but you've been quoting it again recently, and I want you to elaborate on it. You said hip hop destroyed my life. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's a super duper segue, and I'm gonna answer it. And I would like also y'all input, being that you open up this can of worms, okay? But hip hop destroyed my life a long ass time ago, and not from the necessary definitive standpoint of what the word destroy or destruction means. It's more of a nigga, I can't do shit about this. I am hip hop. I am hip hop the way I talk, the way I walk, the way I speak, the way I look. The way I go upstairs and give my wife the business, it's hip hop. It doesn't matter. That shit destroyed me. And
that's funny because that's the question I was gonna ask you is what made you embrace hip hop as your music. But you just answered it because it is you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same exact shit for me, bro. Yeah. Like you can't even explain it. Like the shorty that I deal with or whatever, she don't fuck with hip hop like that. And we like when I put my music on and stuff like that, we'll get into a little back and forth because I'm like, yo, you understand that I love this, and you're basically trying to come against me like enjoying what I love. You can't do that. Like, I genuinely love this because there's a part of me that I feel connected to this music. You don't have to hear it every time, but you can't just tell me that we're gonna have an issue whenever I listen to this.
Well, see, I'm glad my wife ain't like that.
Yeah,
my wife is white, so, but she listens. She listens to like
my shorty is on
type of
some
music.
She's an R&B empress.
She
That's
know.
what she want to hear.
She knows that when it's time,
Jay,
or when I'm in the house.
G, I gotta ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a moment to where you walked in on your wife and she was listening to hip hop, and what was the song?
She was listening to T.I. Why you want to do what's that shit? Why you want to go do that? That
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm like, what's this? Burn, burn, burn.
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
burn.
Let's go.
Right.
I can
Yeah,
dig
she was
it.
listening to that shit in the house.
I can dig it.
I'm like, what you know about this? She's like, I like this. This is my song.
This is my song. Let's go. That's what it is.
But yeah,
man.
it's the same thing for me, man. I can't, and like even like, you know what I'm saying, like being in the space and where I'm at and all that, like no matter, I can't not move around the way I move around. I can't not be who I am no matter where I am. Like I go out to Target out here in Riverdale, New Jersey. I have my drop top, I have my drop down, and I'm probably listening to, like the other day I was listening to Rough Riders Volume 1. Pulled up in the Target. The first joint, the Rough Riders, pulling up in Target. Got my hat on, pull up just like this, like I normally do. Walk in Target, and do my shopping or whatever, and come out. It's like it's nothing.
It's rooted.
Can't change. No matter what, you can't never change who you are because it's so ingrained into like this is who I've been my whole life from when I was young and had to sneak and listen to it.
And the music
I
is
got
just
to
a
take
representation.
going to my
of
cousin's
your
house
being.
and all of that.
The
You know what
music
I'm
is just a representation.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
If I could share something with y'all, right? Smillz, because I think you said you was getting ready to ask me a question, but I kind of answered it when I guess answered Generico's question. But I got something to kind of share with y'all, and this is a super duper true story. Okay, if you want to ask again, how did hip hop destroy my life? So I'm in college. You know what I mean? Spring 98, 99. I forget which one it was, but probably 98 actually. You know, you in college, you broke, you ain't got shit. You know what I mean? You got the oodles and noodles in the cut. You got the stale Fruity Pebbles box in the you know what I mean? Underneath the book that you bought that you ain't read that bitch yet. That one right there. So, you know what I mean? So I think I had
I'm glad you said, my bad, just to interrupt you 1 second real quick. I'm glad you said oodles and noodles in the cut, because in my house, I have some upstairs, and my kids say, why do y'all call that oodles and noodles? Why you call it that? They call it ramen noodles, which okay. But they say, why you call it oodles and noodles? I said, that's what we called it back in the day. That's what we called it in the hood. We called it oodles and noodles. So I'm gonna make sure they see this, but keep going.
Yeah, that's
I just got a win out
here. Yeah. You got a W, son. So Pete, like maybe a few days before, had to make that call to mom and dad. Hey, yo, could y'all send me something? Like I ain't really got that much down here. You know what I mean? Send me a 20. At that time, $20 was the shit.
that was big
week.
money.
You know what I mean? It was the shit. It was working. You know what I mean? So I think it was like I got the money. I think like Monday in the mail. Okay. Now if y'all remember real hip hop shit, you know what I mean? If you a hip hop head, Tuesday, that's release date.
Yep.
That's when albums came out. They came on Tuesday only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was just recent where pretty much shit started dropping on Fridays. Yeah. Tuesday was new
Tuesday
release
was
album,
the day, yo.
boom. Right? So I got that money in the mail Monday. I was like, yo, let me go somewhere. I gotta go cop something. So I don't know if I got some milk or a box of cereal or 2, whatever it was. But I'm telling you now, I had $15 left. It was Tuesday morning. I went out, I had the new Source magazine that I got like 2 weeks prior. I'm looking through, and I just got to it because I was trying to finish school, trying to do some schoolwork or whatever. So I'm like, damn, let me open this shit up. I bought this shit like 2 weeks ago, I didn't even see it. Boom, boom, boom. Redman, Doc's the name.
Oh.
What the fuck? I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. My man just dropped the album, I didn't even know. Because I went to college in Baltimore. You know what I mean? So there wasn't a lot of New Jersey, New York representation on the airwaves. The radios is different. The music is different down there. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting here not knowing what's going on at home, and I'm looking through the source. Oh, Redman album, such and such date. I don't remember the date, but my nigga, I kid you not, the date that was in the source was that day. Specifically that day when I was looking at the source, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, yo. I don't even know what to do, yo. Let me go to the mall. I went down to the mall. The mall was walking distance from the school I was at. I walked in. I was like, yo, y'all got that new Redman? He was like, oh, right there. Doc's the name. Right there. I was like, nigga, how much is that? $15.
Oh.
$15 for a cassette, my nigga? It's a cassette. It's not even a CD. Yeah, nigga, but that shit is hot right now. So little, salesman guy just talking a bunch of shit. Man, that shit is hot right now. Niggas want that in the street. I said, nigga, we're in Baltimore. Niggas don't want this in the street. They don't know nothing about this. And nigga, I give you $12.50 in a licked envelope. Your man was like, nah, son, $15. Yo, give me that doctor
my
name.
Man
nigga.
went
I
hungry.
I ain't eat shit that whole week, my nigga. All I did was go back to the fucking room, listen to this goddamn album, and I'm sitting there like, oh fuck, I ain't got shit to eat. I'm sitting there going to chicks' rooms, different chicks' rooms, trying to get some shit. You know what I mean? Because I look like that's a true story. Now you gonna tell me hip hop didn't destroy my life?
Oh, I've done that. I spent my bus fare on when disaster strikes. I had to walk home from downtown Newark. Spent my bus fare on when disaster strikes. I had to walk to East Orange from downtown Newark.
Wow.
But I had my Iowa Walkman, and I got to listen to the whole album as I walked up the hill.
That's a long ass, just go straight.
Oh, that's a long walk. All the way up Central Ave, yo.
I did not expect that to be the story for how hip hop like destroyed your life.
It was like, yo, disaster strikes.
Went somewhere
that was it. I walked past 108 Sneaker. It was there. I said, let me get that. Oh shit, there go my bus fare. Well, fuck it. Put the tape in. I got fresh batteries. Start walking. Straight like that, yo, 10th grade.
See, I'm up here thinking that, see, when Rich being like the artist and whatnot, I'm expecting it to be on some poetic shit the way you was going to say how hip hop destroyed your life. You came with a, like, literal fucking sense. Like,
destroyed my hunger.
Dog, my nigga, I have an incredible love-hate relationship with this motherfucking culture of mine. You know what I mean? Like, it is, yo, the passion that I feel for this rap shit is literally, it's equal to the love you have for your wife. And when I say that, the people, like, when people, you know, like, here's a phrase, an old phrase, you get hurt by the people who love you the most. Is that because they don't like you the most? No, they actually love you the most, and the reason it hurts the most is because they love you so much, or because you love them as much as you do. It's a foundational thing. That's why it hurts you so much, because you're invested in them as much as they're invested in you. So like when you get mad with your wife and she do some shit that's like, oh nigga, right now, my nigga, I'll throw these hands at you at the moment. Like, I just want to go outside and meet you outside on the curb right quick. And like throw this empty pizza box at your head. Like, but I'm sure at the same time, she don't wanted to kill me millions of times. You know what I mean? But that's because she's channeling, we're channeling the opposite spectrum, which is, I absolutely love and adore you as my wife and my queen. You know what I mean? But every opposite has an equal and opposite reaction, and it's the total opposite. So when I love my wife, my nigga, and I always love my wife, you know what I mean? But when I'm mad at her, I'm like,
oh yeah.
And it's vice versa. I'm sure whoever's married here or been in a long-term relationship, you understand.
16 years, man. 16 years.
Nigga, 18 years.
There you go. So and I be wanting to shake the shit out her fucking ass. And I hope she heard me too. She knows what's up.
Right. But I know damn well.
Or vice versa.
I know damn well it's absolute. And it's just, it's incredible. It's just incredible. It's just that love, hate, and you're like, what the fuck do you want from my life today? Like, for real? Like, is this what you want? No. Now let's go do it. You just get over it. You know what I'm saying? Just get over it and shit.
But now, before we dig in some more, because I wanted to play we wanted to play something last week, but this is the perfect segment about that love and hate relationship with hip hop. Because now what I want to play is my man T-Pain. He really feels some type of way.
Yes.
And we need to play this. Because your boy T-Pain went all the way in about
very much warranted.
Yeah,
Very much
it was
warranted.
facts, yo. Let's play this and we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
You know when your shit sounds like somebody else's shit, you're making it because you think because you're in the studio like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that. Stop. You're not original. Give me some original shit. Give me some. Are you seriously telling me that you sat here and watched me tell a bitch to eat a dick and you thought that wasn't original? Are you seriously sitting here telling me that eat a dick is the bad part of music? Stop! Just fucking do something else! Just, god damn it! Do some different music! We have all the shit that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dub Baby is already doing it. It's literally 2 niggas with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Holy shit. We have it. We have it already. You don't have to do that music anymore. We have the music already. We have Lil Baby. We have Dub Baby. We have Lil Uzi Vert. We have Lil Yachty. We have Lil everybody. Do something else. Holy shit. Stop sending me this bullshit. And then get mad when I fucking don't like it. Jesus. God damn. Tap dancing Christ!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, yo, but that's one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life, yo.
And coming from T-Pain,
amazing.
I respect that more because remember, yo, when Rapper Turn Singer came out, T-Pain started that auto-tune shit.
Yeah.
Son,
like real talk, he did something else.
T-Pain is one of my favorite artists of like the last 10 years.
Yo.
Like he's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Quiet as kept, one of the better lyricists when it comes to this rap shit. Quiet as kept, he one of the better lyricists when it comes to this rap shit, man. Just like I was telling you last, a couple of weeks ago, J Genius, Chris Brown got some rap bars.
Yeah, I heard some of them bars. I wasn't thinking about Chris Brown when it came to rap, but yeah.
Yeah, T-Pain, another one of them R&B dudes.
T-Pain used to rap before that.
In a body bag.
Because T-Pain, what was the name of the group before T-Pain went solo, yo? He was rapping in that group. I forgot the name of it. But he was in the group beforehand and he was rapping. That's why his first album was called Rapper Turn Singer.
Nappy Boy?
Yeah. Yeah, he was rapping in Nappy Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, that's some of the realest shit I've heard, yo, because coming from T-Pain, yo, like, yeah, do something else. Because like I was saying the other week, yo, rap is starting to sound like that corner store song that you hear when you go in every corner store. That Spanish song. What's that, the bachata, whatever it is?
No, it's what you talking about, reggaeton?
Yeah, whatever it is, that same beat, that boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's reggaeton.
That's
not bachata.
That's what hip hop starting to sound like.
Put some respect on bachata's name. Don't do that.
Put some respect on Spanish, man.
Put some respect on Spanish, yo.
Put some respect on Spanish.
I can't say no to that. I really can't say shit to that.
But nah, that's what I was saying the other week. Like, hip hop is starting to give me that feel. Like every song I hear is like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? With a different lyrics.
Listen, this is my thing, and this is why I try to get you to walk with me, because I know you you feel as passionate about hip hop as me.
Yes.
When there's a change of guard in music, we always move with it. If you think about it, in the 80s, motherfuckers was rocking with synthesized music. That was the shit that was what was popping. Everybody was listening to it. Then it switched up. Yeah. Hip hop is in a state right now where even if we don't want to admit it,
that fucking auto-tune shit is gonna play a part in a fucking song, bro.
Yeah, that's
Whether
here to
it's
stay.
The artist for the entirety of the song, whether he does it for a half of a verse or whatever, it's gonna play a part. Whether it's the hook or whatever, son. It's just, that's where we are. So I'm also challenge you to listen past that when it comes to certain artists.
Yeah, I told you. I listened to that little baby joint that you sent me, and what he was talking about.
I wasn't rocking with Little Baby like that, son, until I really listened to that bigger picture, son. And when I heard that, I was like, hold on, let me just listen to what this kid is talking about right now, and think about the age that he is, what's going on with music, and how all of that correlates with each other. Mm-hmm. That's why I like I don't listen for Little Baby to be the next Nas. Because he definitely is not that.
Nah.
But as far as where the music is right now, he sounds better to me than a lot of other people that's using the same tactic.
And see, and like I said to you, son, the thing about it is the content. I hear the content. For me, when you say listen past, it's not hard to listen past the beats when you saying something like the beat. But it's hard for me to listen past people. Like, I guess it's the auto-tuning one. Like, when people rap, like I was saying about that dude Corday, when he rap, that's his voice rapping. That's him. I gravitate towards that verse and listen to a Lil Baby rapping with the synthesized rap. Even though I'm trying to hear what you're saying, just that's off-putting because I think it takes away from your authenticity of what you're saying.
But see, that's why I say I think
that's what I have a hard time.
You're not allowing yourself to be open to the creativity of the artist, because just like we said with Corday, y'all saying he's on that Nas level. Everybody can't be Nas. So just like you was listening to Digital Underground and Humpty Hump and you knew they was nice, you gotta have an open ear like that, bro. That's all that I'm saying.
Hey, yo, let me say something right quick.
I dig it.
Some artists, yo, I don't know if it's just because I'm an artist myself or a lover of this culture, and you know what I mean. Maybe it's more so principle, right? But artists like the two you just said, Lil Baby and The Baby, my nigga, I kid you not, I can't even get past their names.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, forgive
me.
The
name kills me. Yeah.
That's cute. Yeah. Like I said, forgive me if I'm an asshole. That's okay. I've been called that like 7 times this week. It's okay. But my nigga, I cannot get past your name. So you want me to listen
Lil Wayne started that
too. Now you want me to listen to your creativity in your song? You don't even have enough creativity to give a fuck about what people call you.
But Lil Wayne started that too. He ushered in all the littles.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
what happened to Lil Kim?
Who was little before him? They were big before
Lil Kim.
Wayne. But yeah, that was the only one.
Lil Kim.
Before that, it was Big L. It was B.I.G. It was Big Sean. It was like Big whoever. It was always
Big Pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was big. Everybody was big until Lil Wayne decided to be the one with the penis. Because Lil Kim was little before he was.
Well, my thing, but think about this.
That's cute. That's cute. Let me be the guy with the dude. Let me be the dude with the little, and then you know what I mean. I get it. I understand that.
But think about this. But to answer me this, Smillz, we say Big Pun, Big L, Notorious B.I.G. We all agree here in this pod that all of them were nice.
Super.
Right? Okay, so you got Lil Wayne, Lil Yachty, Lil Romeo, Lil Bow Wow, all of these Lils that you go down the list.
Yo, I hate all of them.
Who is nice like the Bigs was? I guess you could say that. Wayne. But then who else?
Yo, I'm literally I'm looking at a website right now that has 23 rappers with Lil or Young in their name. All the way from Lil Wayne to Lil Pump. You remember that white boy Lil Pump a couple years ago? Yeah. Holy fuck, I'm glad you don't hear nothing from him.
He's one of the worst contributions to this culture that I love so much. Like I told you earlier, he's one of the dudes, like if I see him on the street, I'll just punch him in the face.
Right.
Like what the? And then the fact that Kanye did a song with him, and that shit was retardedly worse, whack. That shit, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all seen the video? Y'all never heard the song? You see the video?
I don't know.
That must have been lost on that Yeezus tape, because I ain't.
Super basura, yo. No. It was a pump song.
Oh, you talking about I'm such a fucking hoe. I love it.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have heard that even if somebody played.
I love it. That shit is fucking horrible.
Yeah, that song is terrible.
Horrendous.
And they in the big the video, they're like they got like these big costumes on. Yeah,
they're walking around like fucking Missy did in
but this I'm
in the rain.
Devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's
horrible,
advocate
yo.
again. The
yo.
devil's advocate aspect of it, like I said, you was vibing to do the Humpty dance. Here's your chance to do the hump. Oh, do it, baby. You was working to that, so you can't.
That's super dope.
But think of the era of when that dropped, yo, versus now.
We wasn't expecting Humpty Hump to sound like Ice Cube at the time when Ice Cube was dropping no Vaseline. We wasn't expecting him to be on that level.
No, but Shock was actually still dope. Shock was actually
Little Baby be dropping some dope shit, son. Little Baby be dropping some dope shit, son.
Maybe he is. I told you I can't get past his name.
Just for me, son, I guess. This is another.
I'm sorry. If your man came out tomorrow and said, "Hey, this is Little Baby. My real name is Joe Smith, MC Joe Smith." You know what? I'm about to press play, my nigga.
And my thing for it, son, is because for me, and another aspect for me is because, like we were saying, like all these littles, and like T-Pain just said, if you're gonna name yourself Lil anything, number one, that wasn't original, because it's a whole bunch right before you in recent time. So aside from that, because I'm not even tripping off the name, but for me it's like when you rap and you gotta synthesize your voice like everybody else is doing, aside from the originality, to me that takes not even just your authenticity, but do you really take yourself that serious to not just get on the mic and spit your bars? And like I said, the joint that I heard, he was spitting some bars, but when it comes to his catalog, do you really take yourself as serious as a Nas or a Hove? Or like you approach this hip hop shit with that type of mentality, even if you're in your own bag.
I think it's like when Lil Yachty was on Hot 97, and
he said, "Don't play the Biggie beat."
Yeah, that is the mentality of these cats now.
I don't put Little Yachty and Little Baby in the same. They're not in the same stratosphere, bro.
And that joint that he was on, Yachty don't have no bars like that.
Nah, he don't. But like the new era of rappers, I mean, dude, Lil Yachty's in the same circle.
This is what I'll give y'all. As far as my entirety of listening to hip hop, and I go back to freaking, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. I go from then, son, to where I actually fell in love with hip hop. The entirety of me listening to hip hop, there has never been a time where artists have shared a similar name and similar sound in the masses that it's been. I will give y'all that. But the only thing that I'm saying is that if we're at that point where the music has evolved to where that's where we are you going to let that remove you from what you love? And you're just not going to fuck with hip hop no more?
I think the mentality of people is that there's still so much hip hop from the 90s and early 2000s that I could listen to until the day I die, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
You can, but you're gonna still want to.
I can't say. You know how I am with the 90s shit, but I still want something new.
Yeah, if you're a hip hop head, you're gonna want to hear. You're gonna want to hear something that relates to now. You're going to want to. That's what hip hop is about.
But again, the rap and hip hop in a whole has never completely just stopped. It's always been dope niggas coming out every single year. But
we got Griselda. We got Griselda right now. Griselda is the breath of fresh air that hip hop has needed for the last 10 years.
Nah, that's a negative, sir.
What?
Uh-oh.
Griselda is, I think they're dope, but they're overrated. They are overrated. As a group, they're
Production
overrated.
wise,
That's
maybe.
big talk.
Production wise,
group,
maybe.
they're overrated.
Lyrically, nah.
As solo artists, they're much better.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's okay. As a solo artist, they're much better. As a group, they're overrated.
Well,
They're overrated.
maybe that's
Well,
because
as a
it's
group,
so
they
maybe
have
need
nothing
more
to
time
nothing. Who
shine.
stands
It's
against
just
them?
like, it's just like 38 Special. 38 Special, I think
I like
he's
him.
nice, bro.
Yeah, I like him too. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But his better projects is when he got his Dolo projects versus when he's on that whole Griselda movement. Or wait, what do they call that movement? It's not the Griselda movement. It's
it's
a different name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
so-
remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But I mean, just to piggyback on what you were saying though, I'm a 90s kid and I'm gonna always be. That's just what it is. I always go back. I revert all the time. I listen to that shit literally all the time because timeless is timeless and you can't do nothing about it. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? But you know, from over the last 10 years, you know, I'm a fan of Drake. I appreciate Drake. I love Drake's music. I do. I love Kendrick.
J Genius.
Go ahead. That's right. I'm not a super duper Drake fan. I'm not. Go ahead, put me on blast. I love it.
But I feel like.
But listen to my reason though. I'm not a super Drake fan because I want him to do more of what I know he's good at. Rap. That's it.
I agree with that.
I never. That's what y'all see. Y'all be bugging because y'all act like I don't give Drake. Like Drake he's the top dog. Like real rap. I'm never going to deny that. I'm saying for me personally, for what I like, I know you can rap. I know you're nice. Give me more of that. And maybe I'm just one person that wants you to rap more and you're in your lane and your lane is getting you bags, bitches, and fame. And I can dig it. Get your bags.
Hey, yo, Jay, Drake to you is, you know, Drake is your girlfriend that you love. But you want her to dress up a little bit more when you go out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, throw it on, yo. Like, we about to go out and eat. Like, throw it on. Put that nice shit on.
Maybe Drake really is Bobby Brown. Maybe he really is just that singer. Maybe he's Bobby Brown, Chris Brown. Maybe he's just that singer, but he just got bars where he could spit.
Nah, when Drake dropped the mixtape, it was bars, yo. Thank Me Later was
But
bars.
he could also sing, and maybe he likes to focus on his singing because that's what he enjoys to do more.
Well, just stop singing, man. Bars, yo. Like, if I want R&B, I'll turn on. You know what I'm saying? I'll turn on my R&B.
You know what? But you know what? Let me say something right quick. If y'all look like from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 20s, every decade always got the big three. You know what I mean? Now the 80s, it can kind of flip flop. You know what I mean? Chris, Rakim, Kane. You know what I mean? You know, but it's right there. The 90s.
Reverend Run is up in there.
You know, that's a negative. Hey yo, the 90s, right?
Don't take away from the Queens team, Run DMC, bro.
Queens.
Down with the Kings, one of my favorite songs of all time. I think.
Exactly.
It is, but that's still negative. Hey yo, back to the big three. So obviously the 90s, you know, probably Jay, Big, Nas, whatever order you want to put it in. After that, you know, 2000 was, I don't know, that's a little up in the air for me. I ain't sure yet.
Who would you give your big three? Give me your big three, 2000 and 2010.
It might be 50, Lil Wayne, and T.I.
Okay.
I respect that.
I can see that. I can see that.
I respect that.
But it might be that three. It might be that three.
Now T.I. definitely in there.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah. And T.I., matter of fact, it's like, I love that motherfucker.
Yeah.
T.I.'s incredible.
Nah, T.I.'s dope.
But
T.I.'s dope.
after that, 2010 to 20, I'm giving Cole, Kendrick, Drake.
I respect that.
And now, it's like a decade. And now right now, you in the 2020s. And right now, for me, Jordan Lucas, Corday, Anderson .Paak.
I respect that.
Now you know what's crazy.
Anderson .Paak, the dude that's in the joint with Bruno Mars now.
Yeah.
Ho. That the way you just asked that is insinuating to me that you don't know what Anderson .Paak actually is.
I may not, because I listened to.
Oh.
Hold up. I'm glad you brought
Malibu,
this up.
Ventura,
I'm glad
and
you brought this up,
Oxnard,
because
yo.
Me and my shorty,
So-
we was listening to what,
All
what
three of
was
them
the
joints,
joint-
yo.
What was the joint that Silk Sonic got? It's that oh my god, it's that smooth shit. It sounds
Leave
like
the
it's
door
from
open. That's the only
70s.
single that's out right now.
What is it?
I'ma leave the door open.
Yo, that song is
That's the shit, yo.
fucking incredible.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
that's his
tell you
shit.
something right now. If that's Anderson .Paak on the verse, I thought that shit was whack. Whack.
And why is that?
Fucking whack, son. I was telling my girl, I'm like, yo, this hook is a goddamn certified classic. And then this man come up here, he's like, I got the pool bomb with the something, I got the filet mignon or something. It's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You ruined the
What are you
song.
saying?
You ruined
Nah,
the
you're
song.
tripping.
Yeah, make me
No.
understand that, yo.
That's super wrong. Yo, in a minute, if we wasn't in digital world, I'll walk into the room and take my belt off. No, you're totally fucking off, my nigga. Anderson .Paak is a fucking
Yo,
genius. And my
Anderson
nigga,
.Paak,
we
yo.
don't deserve Anderson .Paak. Okay,
I
Anderson
don't.
.Paak is Bruno
I
Mars.
would really
Anderson-
have to
yo,
go back and listen, bro.
Yo,
because
absolutely have to do.
Malibu, Ventura, and
Ventura,
Oxnard. Them three
Oxnard.
albums,
Right.
son.
Yo, when you talk about writer, musicianship,
Yes.
my nigga, we're talking about Smokey Robinson. Okay, Matter of fact, AOJ,
Yo.
I'm sure you heard. You know the song that Anderson .Paak did with Smokey Robinson himself.
Yeah, the video and all that.
How
Yeah.
do you get Smokey Robinson on a song with you?
Yeah.
If you're not beyond genius. my
Anderson
nigga.
.Paak, yo, his
let me
writing
ask you
and his production and his instrument play,
Yeah.
like he damn near on some
That
Prince
is
shit, like real talk.
incredible.
Real
He is
talk.
To build
incredible.
off the convo, though, it's crazy when, if you think about the names that you referenced when you were talking about the big three of each era. When you speak about the big three of the last 10 years, they don't represent the face the way those other big three did. That's the crazy part. So where are we in the music industry where the acknowledgement is not really being given where it's supposed to be?
You know what's
Mainstream,
funny?
yo.
Hey, I was about to say that. Hey, Generico, I think I've heard, as I've listened to episodes and gotten to kind of know you guys, we're all wrestling fans, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some bigger than others. I don't know how big you are, but I'm one of the biggest ones in the whole fucking world. Like, I absolutely love wrestling. But, boom. Right, so
Right here.
One thing.
And Smillz, hold up, but don't get it twisted, because Smillz has the $1 million championship sitting on his mantle in his bedroom. Yes.
Super bananas. Super bananas. Yo, you get super brownie points for that, nigga. Super. Yo, but I bring this, what I'm saying, into like a direct correlation to what you just asked, man. Hey, Jake, so let's go back to the 80s. You know, the face, Hogan, Andre.
Yeah.
The 90s, the face, Rock, Austin. You know what I mean? Of course, you had other still greatness, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Don't get it twisted, but you had that boom, that face, that it's all about him, it's all about her. Right. After that, John Cena.
Right.
John Cena held that motherfucker down for like damn near 12 to 15 years.
Yeah.
But yo, the last 5 or 6 years, let's look at this. Completely the same shit has happened by what you just said about the hip hop state. No, because that's only been the last 8 or 9 months. Talking about the last 5 or 6 years, it ain't been no face at all. The WWE as a product decided to say, yo, we don't want a face that runs the place no more. We want the product to be the
I get where you're going.
I
get where you're going.
So that's why they started putting so much investment in this person, that person, this person, that person. Everybody was the star.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, why exactly they decided to do that? I mean, I'm not sure. Like right now, Roman Reigns is just on top of the fucking food chain right now. But that took a year of putting together, okay? Because right before that, everybody was booing his ass out the building, not because they appreciated how great of a heel he was. They hated that they was getting, he was being forced down our throat because he was As a matter of fact, you know what? We might have actually just discovered that shit just now that I'm saying it. John Cena was forced down our throats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody hated that. That's why they started, booing the shit out of him. But then when they started doing the same shit to Roman, they was like, you know what? We actually kind of like Roman. But you know what? Fuck him too, because y'all doing this, which y'all did to Cena to us, and we don't like him either. You know what I mean? So I think they actually started to realize, like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't do this force feed shit. Let's kind of just spread the love to everybody else and not have that singular jug that's representing everybody. And I think from an entertainment standpoint, I think like everywhere started doing that shit, just like rap, just like the music.
It's crazy because you would think that they would do that to preserve the longevity of the artist, but we still get flame outs. You know what I'm saying? Like people come and go, like how we just mentioned Lil Yachty. Ain't nobody checking for like, come on now. Yachty was like one of the biggest things back in 2015 or whatever. Ain't nobody checking for Yachty like that musically.
Nah.
He's doing whatever he's doing clothing wise, and you know what I'm saying, everything else. He's doing a lot of good business moves, but people be really having like, that's one of the things that they're concerned with about Lil Baby is if he's gonna flame out.
I think that's what it is with these new rappers. It's about the flavor. It's about, oh, who's gonna be the flavor of the year?
Flavor of the month.
Yeah. It wasn't like that back in the day. Yeah. It wasn't like everybody had like, if you was nice back in the day, right? You had staying power. Right. Like you was in there. Nas was in there. Nas was one of the best. Everybody knew that. Everybody expect. That's why, yo, Jay, I gotta be honest with you, son. I love Kendrick. I think Kendrick is one of the best today. But you haven't given us an album in 6.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, when did Damn come out?
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You haven't
I'm
given
disappointed.
us an
I'm like, yo, all
album
right,
in a minute, bro.
I can't keep holding you to this high echelon if you don't give me no music.
Word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like Good Kid was one of the greatest albums I've heard since it came out. But
yo, I need y'all just going back to what you said. Like Good Kid, Mad City was like for me the last hip hop classic.
Yes.
Until The Lost Boy by Cordae. So I need y'all.
I'm gonna finish listening to that, yo, because like I said, like Cordae, he moved me, man.
I'm definitely
he moved me. And I was getting into that album because I told them, like, yo, this young dude, yo, he out here doing things, yo.
I just
getting
wasn't
on tracks
messing with that whole YBN movie.
Yeah, when that YBN shit was whack, but then he dropped that shit and started doing his thing. And I'm like, yo, and I was listening to him because like I told you, that first joint I heard, he was giving me J. Cole vibes. I'm like, yo, who this young cat? He like, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't the YBN dudes, isn't that the dude that was dating freaking Black China and he got sliced in the face or whatever? Isn't he one of those dudes?
I don't know.
I forget what his name was, bro. But like when they be doing those little movements and stuff like that, I need to see something where you actually stand out and like remove yourself from it. Like,
or either let your movement be nice. Like we had movements back in the day that were like Junior Mafia. Niggas was nice. That album was tight. Yes, that's the best of ever. Ever.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yay.
No, Bone Thugs was nice, yo. Nah. I love Bone, yo.
I always loved Bone Thugs.
I hated Bone. The only reason I hated Bone is because I couldn't rhyme they shit. I used to listen to shit like, I'm like, damn, I can't spit this.
I want to ask this right now. Hold on. I gotta ask this right now because I'm in a room with a whole bunch of Jersey cats. Hold on.
Yo, but did you don't feel the same way? You don't feel the same way about Bone that you feel about Drake?
What, that they were singers?
Yeah, like
Bone. The thing about Bone,
definitely singers.
Yeah.
When you look back on it, yeah. When you look back on it, that's what they were. But the thing,
I told you what they were.
They were more like melodic rap, though. It's just that you couldn't understand. And I used to wonder, was they saying words or just making sounds and shit?
Hey, yo,
but everything you just said, everything you said.
No, but smokers only?
Yeah.
Everything you said, you don't fuck with the new movement Bone Thugs represent. They were melodic.
Come on, son.
They sung.
Hey, Migos is literally this generation's response to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
melodic music. You know
melodic rap.
And the fact that they had the nerve to say that they was a better group than Bone Thugs, and they was
hilarious.
It's just
nah, you're not that.
I don't know.
Like, they fucking crazy.
Bone got too many classics.
Yo, people need to put some respect on Crazy Bone's lyrical ability. Crazy is nice, yo. You go back and you listen to some of his shit. Listen to AK-47 by Crazy Bone.
Crazy is my
He
dude,
loses his mind on that song.
Yeah.
That's my
favorite
motherfucker
one.
right there.
Yo, Busy was probably the most talented out of all five of them.
Busy to me, to that point right there, Busy could have branched out and done more with, like, he had a very, very unique voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Busy
saying?
was the Diana Ross of the clip.
Busy reminded me of like a rapping BG, yo. The way he sounded, like, you know, the BG sound.
Yeah.
He reminded me like of rapping BG, son.
Okay.
Yeah,
You mean the group, the Bee Gees?
Yeah. You remember
live,
but you know, Billy Gibbs, the high pitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's
okay.
like Busy. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was dope as hell because nobody was doing that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And he was so dope. I mean, all of them was dope, yo.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like T-Pain said, that was original, yo. Nobody sounded like Bone when Bone came out, yo.
Hell yeah.
Nobody.
Yo, it's 1999 Eternal.
Yo, are you kidding me? That was
Classic,
my
yo.
shit.
Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
That was my shit, man.
I just hated that I couldn't rap that shit. Like, first of the month, I used to try so hard. I'm like, damn, I can't spit this shit back. I don't even know what these motherfuckers are saying.
Creeping on the Come Up was incredible. And that was just an EP. A punk ass introduction to what their real album was gonna be. And that shit was great.
Yeah.
Yo, we can talk about hip hop forever.
Oh yeah.
We going on like 2 hours here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think we passed 2 hours about 2 hours ago. So what I'm gonna do is
so are we counting that we was waiting for Smillz for like 96 minutes?
What happened?
Uh-oh.
We can't do that because that shit don't count, yo.
That don't count.
We was waiting for Smillz for like 2 business days.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at him just pulled up.
That's right. Yo, Smillz, do you want to take it home with the what the fuck Smillz or what?
I mean, I got a topic we could discuss. We could go in with it.
All right, let's take it home with some
what the fuck with Smillz. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So the topic this week, gentlemen, of course, the grapes and asparagus moments that I'll be having. But your boy Jeff Bezos. What y'all think about that with the trip to space and all of that?
Oh, when he went to space in the big fucking penis? Yeah.
Yes. Hey, motherfuckers, like, it's a nice little backlash behind that. Like, some people was like petitioning for his ass to stay the fuck up there. Because they feel like these billionaires is too
yo, just don't come back.
Just do whatever.
No, don't come back.
So it's like,
but hold on. Let me play your devil's advocate role that you do so well. Right? Why the fuck can't he? Why can't he do that?
I mean,
Jeff Bezos. He's paid. He should be able to go to space.
That nigga's beyond Johnny Cash.
But see, people looking at it, they're like, yo, first off, y'all is the motherfuckers fucking this planet up with all of the industrial shit that y'all causing, and then you want to be the ones privileged to leave when shit hits the fan? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people is basically on it like that, and it's like, really? I thought that they did have to have like training for NASA astronauts and stuff like that.
That's
dealing with your mental capacity and all this, that, and the third when you leave.
It was one person on that flight that was trained. That 89-year-old woman that went up with them. She was trained as an astronaut.
What could she have done if motherfuckers would have went crazy up there?
Sat down and let it go down.
Exactly.
You can't even sit down in space.
Exactly. So my opinion is just for food for thought. Should that like really be allowed like that? Like for regular people to just bounce and go to space whenever the fuck they want, even though for the longest since the creation of NASA, motherfuckers had to be trained before they left the orbit.
I don't think so. I don't think if you're not a trained astronaut, I don't think you should go to space. Too much can go wrong. Wow, it does look like a penis. Wow,
it's a big white penis. Yo.
Holy shit! What
took
the
a big
fuck?
white penis to space?
Why did they make
to
it look
assort
like that?
White dominance.
Why does it look
Yes,
like that?
yes. Y'all thought I was joking.
penetrate,
I
man.
wasn't joking.
It gotta penetrate. It gotta penetrate the atmosphere.
Oh, the pit
Whatever
got
way.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
told
perfect
you.
disguise, you know. Yo, bro, hold on, I'm sorry. Let me ask the real foundational question to what you just asked. You said you don't think that you'd have to be if you're not a trained astronaut, you shouldn't be allowed. Is that what you were saying, Generico, a second ago, right?
That's, I mean, I feel
real?
that way. Yeah.
Hold up, my real question is, where the fuck did you get training to be an astronaut?
At,
In
at,
space?
at
NASA. At the
NASA?
NASA facility.
No. NASA is here in the United States with regular air and regular.
Oh, I see what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
What you
Okay.
talking about? You ain't
In
get-
other words,
you can't get
you can't get trained for something that you can't really do.
Right.
I dig it.
Okay,
That's
got
like
you.
telling me just because I'm a motherfucking connoisseur on SmackDown vs. Raw games, I could go up in that bitch and have a 5-minute match with Randy Orton. I don't think so.
Yeah.
though.
Right.
That RKO meme would
I'm
be
getting
serious.
RKO
Oh,
from
yeah.
the- I'm from the cut.
But see, that goes.
early.
That goes. But
I'm
then
getting
that
RKO
goes
early, my nigga.
Out of nowhere.
that goes to the point that you do
exactly.
need those years of training.
Right.
You do need those years of training.
But see,
I
do
just feel
y'all
like
know
too much
the?
could go wrong.
Do y'all know
You
the
know-
premise of why, or supposedly what's supposed to be happening with why he did it? Because there was
Actually,
another.
No, I don't.
There was another rich guy that went up before Jeff. I forget his name, but he went up and did the same thing.
Yeah, your man
They're
that owned
trying
the
to
airline.
create, they're trying to create space tourism.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, I don't want to go to Disney World. I got $250,000 because that's how much it paid to go up there. I got $250,000 to blow. Let's go take a trip to space for 9 minutes.
Wasn't the commercial for that shit on the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna give you
They're
one
trying
better.
to make
Don't you remember
tourism
that?
out
It
of
was a
that.
Doritos
I'm gonna give you
commercial,
one- I'm
and
gonna
then,
give you
and
one
then the
better.
Johnson & Johnson commercial, and then the very next commercial was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Mars one day?"
And that's where I'm
It's
about
real.
to give you one better. That's where I'm gonna give you one better. You can Google it, and there is articles you will find about it. But they're supposed to be like what the Japanese are trying to do is create like some type of elevator thing from Earth to Mars.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
There's
Chill.
no way you can do. It's not possible.
Yeah, that's what they're looking into, bro.
How the Earth?
That's what they're looking. It's supposed
Either
to be
Mars
some
spins
type
faster
thing
than the
with
Earth, or Earth spins faster than Mars. You can't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to what Smillz was saying, I saw a concept of what this is supposed to look like. So basically, it's supposed to be like, there's a couple different ones. The one that I saw was that it picture like a penis floating in the sky and just going up into space, but it's float like, if I'm sitting on the ground looking at it, it looked like it's floating and just going up. And then the top of it, there's like some kind of a spacecraft that's holding it and just kind of rotating with the Earth. So they trying to let that is one of the concepts to go up there. I saw the other one, the Space Needle, to where the junk just is like embedded thousands of feet in the ground and just goes straight up to space. And that's the space elevator. You want to know what? I'm good.
Yeah, nah. Nah.
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I watched the video.
Like,
on-
just
on
imagine
YouTube.
one little asteroid traveling at the speed of light,
Exactly.
the size of a fucking cocoa pebble. It just hits that joint.
Exactly.
That's
Done.
it. That's it.
That's why I don't
I'm
think
good.
I don't think that for leisure purposes, humans should be able to go into space like that. Not
I
yet.
mean, like I always say, can we fucking learn what the fuck is going on with this planet first? Like, what's at the bottom of the ocean before we go to other fucking planets?
For real.
We don't even know what the fuck is at the bottom of our ocean, bro.
For real. I'm trying to figure out if the Loch Ness Monster's real. Y'all motherfuckers trying to go to space. Come on.
Word.
And make money off of it. And that's the thing. And that's the thing that really kills me. It's like, even for somebody in his space, like, you got $2 billion. Like, you can't spend that in
a
this
more
lifetime,
productive
even
way.
if you wanted to. How much money do you need? Meanwhile, you spent millions of dollars to send that white dick to space. Whereas you could have took that money, but listen to what I'm saying though. You sent millions of dollars for that. You could have took that money and put that into the community. Yeah. Now, I give him this credit. He gave, I think, Van Jones and somebody else $100 million to, do charitable things with. Okay, cool. But that shit was a fucking waste. So you can go float around for 10 minutes and come right back? I don't want to do that. I'd rather go to Six Flags and get on King the Kai, get my rush, and get the fuck out of there.
Right.
Go to space and end up like the Challenger from 1986. You know what I'm saying?
King the Kai, baby.
Huh?
No, sir. No King the Kai for me.
King the Kai.
Oh, King the Kai, y'all. I was scared than a motherfucker. I did that shit, though.
Oh, no.
I did it twice.
I didn't go backwards. I watched one where they went up, couldn't get over the hump. They had to come back and do that shit again. I'd have been like, yo, let me off.
Chill the road.
Let me off. I ain't doing this shit again. Let me off.
Yo, I'd rather watch a versus between Little Baby and Da Baby. I'm good, son. I'm good.
Oh, it's like you're taking all of this money into just like to do stupid stuff. And like you said, so many things can go wrong in that scenario. It's not a train ride or a bus ride or even a plane ride. Like, yo, you're leaving the planet. Like, you fall from that height, number one, you dying instantly anyway because you can't breathe. So as soon as you're dead. The vacuum, that's it, you're dead. But even if
fuck a plane crash, that's way worse.
Way worse. That's way worse. Like, I'm not risking that so I can say, yo, I floated around in space. Now, these people with stupid amounts of money, okay, they want to do it fine. But you waste your money on that. Meanwhile, people standing around you are starving and going through it. Yeah, now, I'm not saying you have to give your hard-earned money away. But if you want to do something smart or you want to do something with your money, do it in a beneficial way. Like, going to space, like, the fuck, yo.
It's a flex. He did it. He did it as a flex. That's it. Why don't you make sure that...
That's when you get into the whole bag of you can't tell people to do with their money, man.
I mean, yeah.
But it's such a waste in my personal opinion. It's such a waste, yo. If I had $250,000 to blow, I'm not gonna go to space. I'm gonna go to the hood and help out. You'll see me in East Orange doing big shit. If I had money to, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, I'm not just gonna, let me go to space. That shit's stupid. I wanna go to space, I'll watch a fucking movie. I'm good.
It's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Little girls out here killing their friends over Slender Man. Let's make sure that everything is straight on Earth first before we go to space. Motherfucking Slender Man's out here.
Like, you gotta fix this planet first before you start leaving it. Once Earth is good, all right, we go to space. Earth is good, everybody chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't never happening.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, here goes direct correlation. The only way that's happening, and this is from my favorite writer of all time, which would be Nasir Jones, right? The only way for that shit to happen is destroy and rebuild.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I got a vested interest in wanting to be alive because I kind of love life. Yeah. So I'm good. I don't want it to be destroyed.
Yeah, we can't do that just yet.
I'm telling you,
that's all the way, yo.
That alien invasion that they're trying to prepare us for is much needed. That's about it, man. That's my what the fuck moment, son.
What the fuck?
Motherfuckers leaving the planet, bro. Stay your punk ass up.
And a big white penis.
You know what, they had to flex that big white dick. Like, we the ones going to space, motherfucker.
Yeah. It couldn't be black. It had to be white.
Y'all should have a segment called Caucasian Dildos. What to do with these shits?
But send it to space.
Send it to space. Let's gather all the Caucasian dildos in the world.
Send them to space.
And put it in an even bigger dick and send it to space.
And put it in an even bigger dick.
Yeah.
Send them shits in the off-white.
Yeah. The off-whites.
Yo.
All right, yo. We gonna wrap it up, man. Yo, that was a great time, man. It really was. So episode 18 in the books, man. We got into some really good topics. Of course, big ups to my brother Rich A² Camacho, the man out here, came through and blessed us with some great stories and some great hip-hop knowledge. I'm glad we could have you, bro. This is the part of the podcast where I ask everyone to leave us with some great words. Since you are our special guest, I will start with you, my brother. Send us off.
Is it okay for me to provide who I am and where people can find me?
Oh,
Promote
Shout
everything you
yourself out.
possibly can, brother. That's what you're here for.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, first, I'm not sure how much you guys know about me, Genius and Smillz.
They've heard your music. I've intentionally
is that right?
played your music for them.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I salute you. I salute you.
Yeah, respect.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like the whole hip hop destroyed my life thing. The very first song on that album, that Everything's Eventual, tells you why I hate it, and the last song tells you why I love it. So I'm not sure if you've heard the whole thing, but it gives you the whole, cause and effect type of thing, left and right explanation. But thank you, I appreciate that, guys. But you can find me on Rich78 on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, also mob.originals. That is my company here. I'm also an international bestseller. Thank the good Lord.
Okay.
Bless the King. And this could be a whole nother show. Where the hell this started at, because we'll be here another fucking 2-3 hours. Yeah, you can get this book if you like. It's I dub it as This Generation's Harlem Nights.
What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
Mentally Organized Business. It's an acronym for MOB, which is boom.
Gotcha.
It is semi-autobiographical. All the characters are based on real people. Hell of a lot of events that happened through the book that truly happened to me, and I was right there when it happened. But of course, it's exaggerated, it's fantasized for the reader to keep their attention span. It's incredibly entertaining. It is funny as all hell. It is hip hop all over the place. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's like The Sopranos meets Family Guy. That's like the only way I can put it. The Sopranos meets Family Guy equals This Generation's Harlem Nights. So if you can understand that from where we come from, hopefully you can enjoy it. But you can get the book. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Nobles. That motherfucker's on Target website, Books A Million. But you can also go to my my company website, www.themobshop.net. So, but that's just, the super Mick Foley plug. Thank you. Somehow, some way, I'm waiting for the fans to do this like Mick Foley does. But thank you again. I appreciate the platform that you guys allowed me to be on. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you again for your success, and I wish you nothing but, continued uprising. Now, I will tell you this, it's going to be a special announcement because this is exclusive. Next month, August 11th, will actually be the launch of my show. It's a podcast, but it's going to be a little bit more than that. It's called The Genuine Article. And I will, matter of fact, I'll extend the invite to you. We're going to have a motherfucking, a WCW, WWE shit popping off, some kind of partnership at one point or another. But I'm going to bring you guys on.
All right, the genuine trash talk is out here, yo.
The genuine trash talk.
Yeah.
Put it on the shirt.
That's right.
You know I had that bitch done tonight. I had that motherfucker done tonight. But yeah, man, it all goes well and everything, lines up the way I needed to. That's what we're looking at. So I love to have you guys on there in the future down the line. But again, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a hell of a lot of fun, man.
That's what it is.
Thank you for coming, my brother. I appreciate you big time, man. Yo, G, last words, baby.
Yo, man. Love and light to everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Move accordingly. Be safe out here. Enjoy, and come on back next week. You know what it is.
Smillz, last words, baby.
I mean, you know what it always is, man. Just be safe out there, but enjoy yourself. Enjoy this life, man. We only got one. Appreciate you for coming through, Rich. Always love having special guests that know what the hell they talking about, man.
Indeed.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. As always, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, all the great stuff you already know. We will check you next week. Have a good one.
Peace. Thanks for listening to Trash Talk with GGS. See y'all next week.